Run. And Prince said, no, you stay there. I'm the man in form. I'm the man here that is been doing the thing, doing the business for our team. So I'll take the strike. Keyshawn Richardson is off the mark. He is on one. Here is right. Ball to Prince. Ball to Prince. Prince is working this one off down to the long on fence. They've gone for one. Misfield coming back for a second. They will come home and Richardson gets home. Prince moves on to 47 and the total moves on to 58. 58 in the course of over number 9. Very steady start and they are just falling away. But they will have to look to rebuild. Prince is still there. Here is Prince, taps away, wait for right. Between umpire and stumps, left arm around the wicket, ball to Prince. Prince is looking to dab this one, naughty looking shot.
Yes, certainly. Naughty looking shot there from Prince. And I would say that Wright has bowled very well to Prince so far.
Yes, he has been the standout. He's right, ball to Prince. Prince is driving, one bounce back to right. No run result in the over coming to an end. And at the end of over number 9, it is the Digicel All-Stars winning the toss and they're batting. They are 58 for 3.
So 9 overs has been bowled and the Digicel All-Stars, they have got 58 for 3 on the board, with the bulk of those runs being scored by Damari Prince. He's on 47, nearing his 50 Millington, and he has looked apart here this afternoon. Aside from a few mishaps that Prince would have caused in terms of his bowling, has done the bulk of the scoring for the Digicel All-Stars. And really, really good to see him putting in the work. I know since he would have returned from England, he has done quite a bit of net work, and it's paying off here today.
Yes, he has been in the nets almost every day once there is no rain. He's there from morning. Damari Prince, very hard-working young man. It's a 58 for 3. Here is Raikal Cyril from this the commentator's booth. Runs away, passes him by a ball to Keyshawn Richardson. Who's hitting this one down to backward square. That's for 4
runs.
A good looking shot, just helping it on the way. It was short, it was badly lined, and it was a help me please ball. And I want a gift to get on Boxing Day, and he really capitalized on it.
Yes, certainly a gift to a left-hander as well. Played it in export left-hand style fashion, just pulling, just more or less swiveling and pulling that one for 4 runs there. Not a good ball from Cyril.
Here is Cyril. Changes his line of attack. Going around the wicket, ball to Richardson. Richardson is covering up. No run resulting. The score remains on 62. 62 for no loss. 62 for 3.
Yes.
62 for 3. The men going. Well, 1 for 36 when Ashawn Hodge went. 2 for 47 at the fall of John Jeffers' wicket. And Jadal Richardson going when the score was on 53. Here is Cyril to bowl to Richardson. Again, looking to help that one down the leg side. And an appeal going up, looking to deceive the umpire. Umpire said, no, I'm not going to get second to that one. And the ball appeared to have come off the hip somewhere there, Tony.
Yes.
But nonetheless, the umpire said that's a wide, and much obliged. So we will, one will go on our books, and the score moves on to 63.
A little bit naughty there by Cyril.
Here is Cyril to bowl to Keyshawn Richardson. Bowl to Richardson. Richardson's getting one outside the line of the off stump. Can't score.
I want a 6 run. How can I get a 6 run?
Ball push there to right in the patrol in the extra cover region. Can't score. Cyril, wicket taker. Getting the big one of Jadal Richardson. Here is Raikal Cyril. Right arm around the wicket. Ball to Richardson. Richardson is driving well down to long off. They have gone for 1. Prince is looking to come back for a second, and they will not get it. He was looking interesting in the second run. The ball clean the field and sent on its way to the bowler. And Richardson is on to 6, and the total moves on to 64 in the course of over number 10. 64 in the 10th over. After this over, we are going to be having a break here. There's a drinks break. Very quickly, here is Cyril to bowl to Prince, the Mary Prince. Taps away, ball to Prince. Prince is helping this one. Down to fine leg. They've gone for one. Will come back for a second. Will they? There's a fumble. They're coming back. And they will get there. Prince putting some pressure there on Michael Ferguson on the fine leg boundary. And coming back for two. He goes on to make that 49. He's on 49, Prince. And the total moves on to 66. It's 66 for 3. In the course of over number 10. Here is Cyril going back over the wicket to the right-handed Prince. Passes the umpire, ball to Prince. Prince to this delivery. Is hitting this one. But down to square leg. This is going to go into the boundary. That goes away to backward square for 4. And that is his 50. That is his 50. He raises his 50 with a glorious stroke. The umpire had to duck for cover. It goes away for 4. It is the end of 10 overs. And Damari Prince has raised to 53. What a good-looking stroke.
What a way to bring up a 50 there, Millington. Almost decapitating the umpire there, umpire on the carpet. But smartly played and expertly dispatched there for 4 runs to bring up his 50. And I'm certainly sure that Prince is going to be feeling very well that he has been really playing each ball on its merit and playing and putting the bad balls away as well and helping his team to 50 runs and out of a score of 70, scoring almost 90%, 95% of the runs really, and really keeping it there as well. So good done and well done there to the young man. And Millington, I want to say that when we look at this match here, being organized by whomever would have organized it, I thought they would have done a pretty good job in getting the players together, making sure that they are as well uniformed as possible to bring this game to the general public today.
Yes, indeed. And what a way to be closing out 2021. We saw the first ever APL.
It started, yes.
Saw the first ever APL right here earlier in the year. And we are closing out the year on Boxing Day with a T20 game here. It is the Digicel All-Stars taking on 6 outside. Digicel All-Stars winning the toss, choosing to bat. Skipper Jacob was decided, you know what, we are going to use the track first, a track that we have not seen being used in quite a while since the APL, and no one was sure how it would have worked, but nonetheless, it is not playing very bad, and batsmen are able to really play their shots, and so far, Damari Prince coming back here from Leeds and in the UK and showing his worth. You know, he has been in the nets since he came back, and he's been working hard, you know, both on the cricket and the football field. He has been working very hard, and so this evening it's paying off for him. And so we have seen he's on some 53. The score is 70 with 3 wickets down, and that can tell you how well Damari Prince is batting.
Certainly he has done justice to what has been displayed here today. And for the 6 outside team as well, they would have had some pretty good overs, especially in the heading to like the 10th over of the match. They were able to pick up 3 good wickets because both of the batsmen, maybe aside from the old veteran and Bobby Black, we know that Jadel would have scored heavily in the APL, and we've seen some good scores from Jacob Pauls but the Ashan Hodge as well, who would have scored majority of the Razor Massive runs. And so to get those 2 wickets, I'm certainly sure that they would have felt very, very well. Looked at a couple of the players, a number of the players out there on the field. Some of them I know for their exploit in the bigger ball in football, the likes of Minute. Well, we know that Michael Ferguson can play a little bit of cricket, but there are some other guys out there as well. And we want to say kudos to the organizers in getting all these players to come and really put on this match today.
Well, and so we are at a break, not missing any cricket. We are just coming to the end of the break, the water break. So we will be resuming the live ball by ball, but we must also inform you that you can go on AXA, FLIM, and you can, we are live streaming there. We are live streaming there, and so we are live both on the radio and on the internet. So, man Charles is here ensuring that we are able to bring the commentaries live and lively, and that you can see the pictures from the beautiful Valley Angola. A very luscious outfield, very green, magnificent looking outfield, Tony, at this time of year.
Certainly a lot different to when we would have had the APL. We had some good weather up until the finals thereabout, but the field has looked very nice and green. Just a few, brown patches in some areas, but for the most part, it looks a very good surface. I'm not too sure about the bounce out there, though, and the flatness of it, but it looks good for cricket.
Nice, very green outfield, but we still have those pumps and holes in the pitch, in the outfield. Nonetheless, we are playing good cricket, and when you look at the background from where we are here, and you look at the Valley Clinic and that blue and white, it looks so beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful edifice
looking through
there,
those trees, and you're seeing the green trees, you're seeing that beautiful edifice, as you rightfully say. It looks really beautiful, a picturesque affair here. Looks really well.
Yes, certainly.
Looking around Angola, it's very green at this time of year.
We've been getting a lot of rain, heavy intermittent showers.
Tony, I'm not sure about the lot you will speak. We need rain. I'm not sure about the lot of heavy rain that you're speaking about at all.
Heavy intermittent, sharp showers. Say good afternoon to Neil and see you having a spread there.
Now we are going to resume. We are just about to resuming. It is going to be right from the far end. He is going to take up the attack. Right, left arm over the wicket. To bowl to the left-handed batsman, Kishan Richardson. Man on the 45 has been moved to his left. Man short third. Man fine leg. Here is right to bowl to Richardson. His back and turn this one. You're going to get runs here. If they're gone for one, we'll come back for a second. The gloves have been exchanged. It's going to go 3 runs. 1, 2. They're going to come back for a third. That's Dion Williams giving the glove to Dion Burton, the more diminutive figure. 3 runs to Richardson. He moves on to 9, and the total moves on to 73.
Yes, they could have almost ran 4 there because Williams had to really make some ground to get to that ball, and in the meantime, while he was doing so, they were able to run 3 good runs there to Richardson, who moves to 9.
Here is Prince. Prince is back and hitting this one through the gap. Down to the man on the boundary. It's Williams coming off the boundary. They're coming back for a second one, and they're going to get it too. They are going to get it. And that is not good work there by Williams at all. He was very slow coming off the boundary, and Prince was able to get back for the second run. He moves on to 55. He moves on to 55, and the total moves on to 75.
Well, the thing there, Millington, Prince was off and running for the second run. I think there was some hesitancy there between Richardson.
Here is right to Prince. Prince is hitting this one down to mid-wicket. 1, 2 bounces, mid-wicket doesn't feel that's 4 runs. Not good work there by Ashley Wright at all. Moving to his left, and the ball goes into the mid-wicket boundary for 4.
Well, Ashley right there could have easily stopped that one, but not feeling as well as he's bowling and allowing Prince to further score heavily here.
Right and White. Right, the bowler. White, the man who misfield that one. Here is Right. left arm between umpire and stumps around the wicket to bowl to the Mari Prince. Prince is looking to steer that one past third man, can't. Looking to run that one down past the short third man. Passes the outside edge. No run resulted, no damage done. Score remains on 79. 79. Prince is on 7 and Kishon Richardson is on 9. Here is a ball short and hit down to. There's going to be a run out. There's going to be a run out. Not out. Well. Careless bit of cricket. Ball watching there by the field, by the batsman, and not a good bit of a feeling there at all by Cyril. Not choosing the right end. He should have gone to the bowlers and he went to the keeper end and allowed Prince, who was standing up in the middle of the wicket and wondering what did I just do. He was able to get in. Score moves on by 1. Prince on to 58. Prince is on 58. Here is right to bowl to Richardson. Richardson getting one. Oh, he didn't know much about that one at all. Good bit of feeling there. But he did not know much about that one. Off the inside edge, beating the keeper, and it goes through for a single. So he's on to 10. He's on to 10. He is on 58. Prince 60, is on 58. Is
60,
on
60.
He's on to 60, Prince, and the total is on to 81. I
think there was some sloppy cricket on both parts and both teams there, between the batters and the fielders as well. Prince has given up the ghost because he thought that he would have been run out. And like you said, not being mindful as to where to throw the ball, the fielder, they're throwing it to the wicket keeper, who should have thrown it to the bowlers then, and Prince was able to get home.
Here is Oliver to bowl to Richardson, getting a full toss, not making use of it. That was a poor delivery in the
that
end.
Should have gone
not making use of it at all. That should have gone out of the ground.
Yes.
That one should have gone out of the ground.
Certainly.
Score remains on 81. Here is Oliver to bowl to Richardson. Bowl to Kishon Richardson, who is covering up, pushing it down the onside of the track. No run resulting. Score remains on 81. We are into over number 12. At the end of this over. And the next voice you're going to hear is that one of Brian. Doing ball by ball. This one is caught. Another poor delivery. And even a worse shot there by Kishon Richardson. It was a full toss, a second full toss of the over. A very poor delivery. And as you heard, a very, very, very sloppy shot there by Richardson.
Oh, man,
straight to the man there at shortest straight mid-wicket. He goes, Kishon Richardson, caught by Cyril. Ball, Desmond Oliver. He goes for 10. And the score is on 81. It's 81 for 4 in the course of over number 12.
Yes, meat and drink being served up there by Oliver, and not eating well was Richardson. The first ball should have gone to the boundary. The second one could have easily gone as well, and the third one was a gift, and he really gifted Oliver the wicket, and a good catch there from the fielder there. And I'm certainly sure that Richardson would be kicking himself now, that he would have given it away after having scored some 10 runs. So another wicket gone there to the Digicel All-Stars, and they are at the moment 81 for 4. The batter there still on the 60. We've got Prince, and I'm certainly sure they will be banking that he can bat out the 20 overs for them to put a respectable score on the board, because they have been throwing away the wicket, so to speak, so far, the batters who would have bat and who would have given the wickets away.
Indeed. This is going to be Desmond Oliver. He's going to bowl right time over the wicket to the new batsman. He is Northern Lake, national player. Desmond Oliver to bowl to Lake. Lake is getting a full pitch, but it's a no ball. It's going to be a free hit. It's a no ball. A head height.
Yes.
Beamer.
Higher than a beamer.
A head height beamer. That's a no ball. Free hit. Oliver to bowl to Lake. Lake is getting one wide down. Was getting one on the pad. Did he make contact? We wait to see the signal, and it's a leg ball.
Yeah.
Oh, But I was afraid.
Free hit, yes.
Make a more desperate effort to get that one. A slug sweep, get a slug sweep out.
Yeah.
He didn't. Total moves on to 1 to 83.
Yes, I think Nardell should have done much better with that one. I would have preferred to see him getting clean bowl than to be missing that one.
Here is Olivier to bowl to Prince. Prince is not missing this one. He drives and looking for a single. There was Nardell, not on. The man Cyril there is an attendant, sends a return to Olivier. No run resulting. Score remains on 83. 83, Prince on
One
60.
thing start there by Prince, but well fielded there by
Olivier to Prince. Prince is hitting this one down to long on. They've gone for one. Looking for a second. They're coming back for it. This could be dangerous. And he gets home. That's a good one. A good throw. Not a good throw, but a good run in there by Northern Lake. Coming back there, he was confident. He knew what he wanted to do. He knew he was coming back to give Prince the strike. Prince is on to 62. And the total on to 85. 85 at the end of over number 12. The next voice, after comments from Tony, the next voice you're going to hear is that of the man Doc.
So we've completed 12 overs so far, and the Digicel All-Stars, they would have put up some 85 runs for the last of 4 wickets, with most of those runs being scored by Damari Prince on 62 so far. And so they're going nicely. They would want to lose any more wickets and to see these two batters batting out the remainder of the 20 overs aside, because with the fall of wickets will certainly stem the scoring rate a bit.
It's going to be Prince looking to cut this one. That's actually Lauder Lake looking to cut that one there. But can't get it past him. I cut point fielder.
I'm not too sure who the bowler is there. Millington, do you know who the bowler? It looks almost like he just tossed that one up.
The man Kentish John, another footballer.
Yes.
Another footballer, plays for the Uprising, I do believe. Diamonds, actually, Diamonds. Man Kentish John, the right arm off spin, it looks like he's bowling. John now went to bowl to Northern Lake. And they're going to leave this one alone because it's so wide.
Yeah, it's as if he's just tossing it up, you know.
Just putting it just putting it there. As this Lake, who's pushing this one, is going to get a single down towards the extra cover region. It's going to bring the dangerous Damari Prince back onto strike. He's on 62 as of right now. He's going to look to change that. The score is on 87.
It will be interesting to see how Damari is going to deal with Kentish John, because from our vantage points, it almost look like lollipops.
It's going to, oh, that's a good ball there.
Wow.
That's a very good ball there. It just seemed to be a quicker one.
That certainly wasn't a lollipop.
Completely surprised the man Prince.
Yes.
Stayed low and came a bit faster. John again into both of Prince. It was full of, oh, he's got all of that one there. Oh, that's wonderful. Wonderful timing there by Damari Prince. Oh, he timed that one there so excellently. Just a flick into the mid-wicket boundary. Beats the two fielders on the boundary. That's 4 runs.
Certainly exquisite timing there from Prince. And even though the two fielders was close enough, they had no time, no chance at all in catching that one. Nicely placed there and well played there for Prince for 4.
John again. Prince pulling it down towards the spear leg fielder. He's going to get a single. 92 for the loss of 4 wickets. The Digicel All-Stars. 92 for 4. Prince is...
So Prince is
65, I believe.
7.
Lake puts it high. It's going to drop in no man's land, unfortunately. And it's going to be a single in the end. Lake is going to take the attack to Kentish John. Just getting a top edge straight up and just falling in between the bowler and the long on fielder.
Yes, Northern Lake there, as we can see, the sun has just ease its way from amongst the cloud, and so we've got some bright sunshine here this afternoon after much of a bit of a cool, quiet period. The sun is shining nice and bright, Doc.
The sun is out now. It was a bit overcast earlier, but the sun is really beating down now. See a couple of caps coming up. It's going to be Olivia again. The Bolton League, and it's another full toss clipped over the mid-wicket fielder down towards the mid-wicket boundary. They are going to get 2 runs. 2 runs to score. Northern Lake goes on to 95. 95 and puts up for number 14. This is good batting by Digicel All-Stars so far.
It's 95 for 4. Lake just making sure that he's turning over the strike nicely, not soaking up too many of the balls, and really looking to push forward to see how much they can get in this remaining overs. Prince is 33 away from 100. That is something that we probably might want to pay attention to and to see whether or not he can get there.
I think we are yet to see 2000 in Angola for a very long time, and it would be the man coming back from England to score.
Yes.
Olivier into both Lake, and Lake again looking to hike it, but doesn't make the contact call.
Yes, Lake trying to hike there and not getting the connection.
Olivier again. Down the ball to Lake, and give it straight back to the ball and gone. Oh, Olivier has taken a very good catch there, as it came back rather quickly, but he held on to it, and Northern Lake has to go.
Yeah, for that's the 5th wicket of the Digicel All-Stars, and you can say 5 gifted wickets there. If you look at the dismissals, they virtually giving it away. Aside from Prince, who has been there from the onset, from the start of the innings, he has seen the back of many of his teammates as well to very, very careless shots, and not good for the Digicel All-Stars at all.
The wickets that have fallen, good balls. Except for the one by the black, that's right, he turned back into the batsman. Pretty much standard deliveries of the batsman, given away the wicket took.
Yeah. And if they would, we don't know of most of the batters for the 6 outside team, but I'm certainly sure that the Digicel All-Stars will want to go anyway past 140, 150 to have some respectability.
The batsman that they do have is a man, Dion Burton.
Oh yes. Oh yes, Dion Burton.
As well as Ashley White, he's in the team as well. Very, very good cricketers.
Prince is still there. But I still want my 6 runs.
I'm not sure who the new batsman is, but it's Olivier now. It's the ball to the new batsman, and that's pushing him to the outside. Went for a single by himself, and the fielder left the ball alone. That is poor cricket all around, you have to say.
Again, for the second time. For the second time, we have seen where the 6 outside have left runners in the middle of the wicket and not being able to effect those chances, which could really come back and hurt them this afternoon.
Went for a single by himself. And the fielder said to leave. It's Olivier again. It's a ball to Mari Prince, and closely Prince is clipping it down towards square leg. Oh, he's playing that well, but would walk there by Dion Williams on the boundary. Because he had connected with that one very sweetly. Only gets a single.
Certainly more than a single there, Doctor, but nicely fielded there by Williams.
Oh, he's bowling! He's knocked him over. Going for the big hoik again, missing it completely. And Johnson has it right back.
I'm going to give you a prize.
And he has to go to
This man was looking to score a 6-run
single at that. But another wicket falls. And the Digicel All-Stars, they're scoring runs, but they're losing wickets very quickly.
I'm a little bit befuddled, baffled that Jacob Pauls didn't come ahead of that batter there, but maybe it's just how they have it structured. But certainly not a good shot there again, as we await the name of the batsman just out. Hutchinson, yeah, the batsman there, just coming and going very quickly. Just coming and going, Hutchinson should have been in the pavilion long time ago from that run out, but giving it away after that chance he would have been given. And so we've seen Prince been joined by Jacob Pauls now, and these two batsmen for sure will definitely need to make sure that they bat out the remaining of these 20 overs.
I have to wonder why Jacob Pauls is coming a couple spots
Yes,
earlier.
yes.
I have seen Jacob Pauls score centuries for Angola at the under 19 level. I've seen Jacob Pauls score some very good runs.
Yes, so
even in the APL.
in the APL, but that's what
he scored some 40 yards.
right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah.
He's back at number 8.
Yep.
I have to ask. There's going to be Prince who's pushing it into the offside gap. Is going to pick up a single. Actually, going back to 2. And the throw comes in. It's not out. Not out. A counter of player Charlie Hodges is not out.
Again. Jacob almost dead in the water there again.
Had he hit the stump on the first attempt, Pauls was dead to rights. My.
So they certainly need to talk about the running in between the wickets, because we have seen where there's a possible 3 batters that could have seen the.
It's going to be Prince again, this time edging it just over the keeper's hands. Again, a risky cricket, but it gets a single. But it's 101 to score now. 101. And they also got 6 wickets.
Just tell me until Wednesday, please.
101 for 6, and just losing their way just a little bit there, the Digicel All-Stars.
It's going to be John again. Pauls looking to cut, but getting all that one there, not making contact through to the keeper.
Yeah, maybe they're just maybe they're just looking to see.
This one turning to the leg side, it's going to be a single. Good running there by Pauls and man Prince.
If you just joining us, welcome to the James
To
Round
102 to score now.
If it's your first time in Angola, you should be ashamed of yourself.
And it's Prince. Look at the reverse sweep, man. Wrapped on the pads. Appeal goes up. Not out, says umpire Hodge. Not out, says umpire Charlie Hodge.
And we see there where Burton was jumping in the air, pleading for that one, but Hodge unmoved.
This time, Chris uses his legs. It's down to Lamar. It's going to be a single.
American Airlines is flying here Wednesdays and Saturdays, and in April they'll be flying every day. Can you believe that?
102.
Every day. You can go to America and come back for the day. You can take a day trip to America.
Long off
A
and
day
long
trip.
on.
Can you believe that?
It could be skill leg and keeper on the outside the field. That's the over. 102. 102 for the loss of 6 wickets after 15.
102 for 6 after 15 overs. So just another 5 overs to go. And another 5 overs to go. They'll be looking to score no less than 50 runs. But that's going to be somewhat of a feat to pull off, because they would have lost the majority of their better batters. But Prince is still at the wicket. He's on 72 and will be looking to score a lot more.
Olivier, as this Prince is driving it down the ground towards Lamar, gets a single. 103 now. 103 the score. With Prince, who's been there since the start of the innings. 104 actually. 104. It's Olivier again. That's the umpire now, which is very slingy action into both Jacob Pauls. Pauls drives it elegantly, but straight towards short extra. Going to be no run.
104 runs.
Yeah, so the rounds has just dried up just a little bit. I think with the fall of the wickets, we have seen where they've been able to curtail the scoring.
Jacobs tries it down the ground. Hoping to get some runs, but he's going to get two. If Prince can come back, the throw bounces over the head of the bowler. Prince looked dead to rights there, but the throw happened to bounce over the bowler's head. And Prince gets so safe to 2 runs again.
Yes, it could have been curtains there for Prince, but for some reason the ball bounced some height over the bowler's head there as well.
In the 16th over. 114 is the total in the match score. 105.
Olivier again, the ball to Jacob Pauls. He's bowled him! He's knocked him over! Another good delivery from Olivier. He's found his length, he's found his line, and for the second time, he has found that off stump.
And he's getting to the overs very quickly as well. He's not giving the batters any time to settle, and really they are picking up the wicket of Jacob Pauls. They are not being able to build as well as he would have liked, and Prince again losing another batter there, and they certainly might be all out before the end of the 20 overs, Doc.
Very likely, because Prince has scored well, but he hasn't had much support around him. He has some very low scores around him.
Yes.
The only other player to pass the ball with is Keyshawn Richardson.
Yes, and had it not been for the exploit of Prince,
well, it's a bad tumble. Maybe they say back on the pitch for the first time in a long time.
well, we'll see what happens, but they're certainly in need of some help here, the Digicel All-Stars, because they have seen the wickets come and go like hot bread and butter, really, and not being able to build on the score with the bowler bowling from the pavilion and really bowling well and taking a number of wickets.
Olivier into ball to Tambo, and Tambo's going to throw this one on the leg side. It's a wide.
And we call it a citizen arrest.
107 the score for the loss of 7 wickets. Hard work that Prince has done with the bat. The score does not, it wouldn't reflect how good of an effort he's put out there.
Yeah.
Olivier again to Tambo. And Tambo's right on the pads. Umpire says going down leg. Well. That one there was close. That was rather close. At the end of 16 overs, the score is 107 for 7. The next voice you will hear doing the live commentary is that of the man Millie.
Thanks, Doc. That one certainly looked a little close from our vantage point here, but the man who's in the best position, that in Carly Rogers, indicated early that was going way down the leg side. As we say, welcome back to Millington.
Yes, someone appeared to have been going down the leg side with Olivier jumping wide and pushing it into the batsman. From what is happening is because we are at more of a mid-on position.
Yes.
So it would look straighter than it really is. It's going to be Ashley White in the 17th over. Ashley White is back bowling from the clinic end, bowling right arm over the wicket. He's going to be bowling to Damari Prince. Prince, he is on 72. Damari Prince, he is set for a good finish here. Prince on 72 faces Ashley White. White runs away, passes umpire Hodge, ball to Prince. Prince to this delivery, is looking for a big hee-haw, not making contact, ball ricocheting off the pad and going out on the offside. No run resulting. The score remains on 107. In the course of over number 17, 107 for 6. And that's for 7 rather. 107 for 7. Here is White to bowl to Prince. Prince is getting this one on the offside. Score moves on by 1 and brings Shaquin Ferguson. Shaquin Ferguson, the bally 108. Here is White. Is Ferguson taps over the crease. White is, and this one is pushing down the onside of the wicket. No run resulting. Score remains on 108. As we welcome all those who are taking the commentaries, be it on Class FM, thanks to the man Hammer, and those who are taking our commentary on Axel Flame. Here is White to bowl to Shaquin. That's a good delivery. Good delivery, good shot. Well
good
played.
delivery, yes. Good delivery, well played. And the White has kept it tightly so far. I think this is his first over, Millington.
This is a White, third over.
Third over, so
yes.
Coming back good at the back end and bowling tightly.
This delivery is a slow one, and he's going to get a single. Ferguson is on 1, and the total moves on to 109. Brings more aggressive Damari Prince, who has scored the bulk of the runs for the Digicel All-Stars. He's on 73 out of a total of 109. It's 109 for 7. Here is Ashley to bowl to Damari. Damari is hitting this one. Michael can't feel it. They have gone for 1. We'll come back for a second. And he says no. Oliver sending a return. The end of the over number 17. Prince moves on to 74. The total moves on to 110. And it's 110 at the end of over number 17. Digicel All-Stars winning the toss, choosing to bat.
Yes, Digicel All-Stars choosing to bat, scoring some 110 runs and losing in the process 70 wickets. The batters at the crease at the moment is Ferguson. He's on 1, and the Prince, who has been there from the onset, batting well, but not getting the support and the help that he would have liked so far, but holding it down here and would want to look to push on. But Olivier from this end has been bowling nice and tight, has picked up a number of wickets and looking to do the same to Prince as well.
Yes, he has picked up some 4. Here is Olivier to bowl to Prince. Prince is hitting this one down the ground. They're going to get runs here. They've gone for 1. They will not come back for a second. They are. And can Ferguson get home? He does. Ferguson get home. Total moves on to 112. Prince moves on to 76. Here is Oliver to bowl to Prince. Prince is advancing, getting a wide one, and he reaches out and dabs it through the offside, gets 1. Total moves on to 113, and Prince moves on to 77.
That should have been 2 runs there. Millington, the fielder misfield, but Ferguson wasn't having none of that at all. And I would want to think he would want to give Prince as much of the strike as possible heading into these latter overs.
Here is Ferguson's driving the offside, gets 1. Total moves on by 1 to 114, and Ferguson is up to 2, brings Damari Prince, who is on 77 on strike. Here is Prince, who's advancing and hitting this one wide to the the right of the man there, long on and into the bungle for 4. Misfeeling there. Not a good bit effort there. He did the hard work. He covered the ground. He got there, and in the end, I wasn't able to get it. The ball goes into the bungle. It goes away for 4, and Prince moves into the 80s. He's on 81.
But he got there well, and at one moment, at my vantage point, he appeared under the net to see if he would have flicked it up only to see the ball trickling in the boundary. But not a good feeling there at all.
Here is Olivier to bowl to Prince. Prince is advancing again. He's hitting this one down too long on again. This time he goes off the boundary, feels well, sends a return, and a 1 run resulting. The score moves on by 1 to 119. Prince is on 82. Prince is on 82, who brings Shaquin Ferguson, who is on 2 onto strike. Here is Olivier, passes the umpire, bowl to Shaquin, who is driving this one through the offside to the cover region. They've gone for 1. That's all they're going to be as the return goes into the wicketkeeper, Dion Burton. The end of over number 18, and at the end of the over, it is 120 for 6.
So just 2 overs more in the allotment of the 20 overs that have been put on board for the Digicel All-Stars, and 121 on the board for 7 wickets, Millington. What are your thoughts on that total, though?
Well, runs on the board are runs on the board. And one never knows. You never know what the pitch is like until the 2 teams have batted.
That is so true.
We have seen the pitch playing evenly for the most part, but you never know until both teams have batted. Here is Ashley White to bowl over number 19 to Shaquin. Shaquin, this could be a run out here, and Shaquin is going to be run out.
But what is he waiting for? He has to run.
He has to run. He had to run. He stood up, waiting, watching, ball watching, and he said that wasn't a run. And he goes, Shaquin goes, run out for 3, and it's 120 for 8.
Well, why leave your crease if you're not running? If you leave your crease and then start watching the field when you should be heading down the next end, because your partner is bearing down to the danger end, and all you have to do is just keep running, and he would have been at the other end easily.
He started to run. He played the shot Shaquin. He played the shot on the move, and he was looking for a single, and then he stopped. He said, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere.
I think
in the end, he loses his wicket. Here is White to bowl to Prince. Prince is getting 1 down the leg side. White call and signal by the umpire. Slow ball attempted there by White. Badly line. Ball pitching, touching down just on about middle stump and going forward down the leg side. Total moves on by 1 to 121. 121. Here is White to bowl to Prince, who is on 82. Bowl to Prince. That's a agricultural looking shot there by Prince. We have not seen him batted like that at all in the early part of the innings, and he's losing his shape there. In the end, he gets 1. He moves on to 83.
Losing his shape and losing partners as well. So I guess he's trying to connect on as many balls as possible. But they have not been playing steadfastly for the most part, given quite a number of the wickets away, Millington, the Digicel All-Stars.
Yes, the new batsman is the Mani Hodge, the son of the umpire. Here is White bowling to the man who's getting this one down the onside. They're going to get runs here. They've gone for 1. They're looking for a second. And Prince decides, no, I'm not going to have that. I'm not going to have that. I want the strike. I need to get to my 100. I need to capitalize. I'm the man out here. I've been batting from ball number 1. And I want to take Ashley apart in this, the 19th over. with 1 over to come after this. Ashley White, over number 19, runs away to bowl to Prince. Passes the umpire, bowl to Prince. Prince is a big hero, doesn't make contact. Keeper doesn't take it cleanly. And we have not seen very good glove work here today at all.
Yes.
By none of the Deons, neither Deon Williams nor Deon Burton. Total moves on by 1 anyhow to 123. 123 for 124 for 8. Here is White to bowl to Hodge. Hodge is looking to drive that one outside the line of Jobson. Doesn't make contact. With some 2 balls remaining in this penultimate over. It's the Digicel All-Stars taking on 6 outside. The Digicel All-Stars winning the toss and choosing to bat. Here is Ashley White. That's about ball of his spell. Ball to Hodge. Hodge is playing this one down to offside to the man at extra cover. And in fact, that is the end of the over. That's the end of the over, says the umpire. And the score at the end of over number 19, it's 124. 124 for 8. And the not-out batsman is Damani Hodge. He is on 1 with the final over to be bowled by Raquel Cyril.
Not the approved fashion for T20 cricket, especially in the latter, the last overs, the last 2 overs, the penultimate over, going for what, just some 3 runs or 2 runs thereabout. And so the 6 outside, they will certainly feel happy that they have been able to keep the Digicel All-Stars in check, especially at the latter end of the second half of their innings, because at halftime they were about some 70 for I think it was about 2, 3 thereabout, and they would have only scored some 50 runs, if you can say. That's not good going at all for T20 cricket, so being able to keep the All-Stars in check.
Raquel Cyril moves away to bowl to the Mary Prince. He's getting this one down to fine leg. He's going to get close to the fence. It's not going to go there. They have gone for 1. They will come back for a second. It's a leg boys. It's going to be a leg boys. Is it? Well, it's back onto the pad. And he gets 2. Total moves on to 26, 126. And the Prince moves on to 85. Prince is on 85. 5 balls remaining in the final over. Here is Raquel Cyril to bowl to the Mary Prince. Bowl to Prince. Prince is pulling through mid-wicket. They have gone for 1. They will come back for a second. They will get it 2 quite easily. Will get it quite easily. Prince moves on to 87. And the total moves on to 128. 128. It's a wonderful cricket out here at the JRWP. We are live on Axaflim.
Yes.
Here is Cyril to bowl to Prince. Prince is pulling this one down to the man at square. They have gone for 1. That's all it's going to be as Williams sends the throw. Return in. He's on 88. 88. Prince on 88. Not out batsman with him is Damani Hodge, the brother of Damien, and the son of Charlie Hodge. Here is Raquel Cyril to bowl to Hodge. Hodge is getting this one on the offside. A direct cover. They have gone for 1. That's all they're going to be. The man Ashley Whitefield sends the return in. Score moves on by 1. Hodge moves on to 2. And the score moves on to 129. 129. Coming to the end of the innings. Prince taps away at the crease. Waits for Cyril. Will he carry his bat? He drives well down to long off. They've gone for one. And that's that for the man, Damari Prince. He will not get,
you know.
He will carry his bat. He will carry his bat for sure. He is on 89. 89. He will carry his bat. 130. 130 it is. Here is Cyril to bowl to Hodge. Shot, pull. 2 mid-wicket. They've gone for one. In fact, this is going to race away for 4. That's a good-looking stroke. Splitting mid-wicket and long on. The man at long on didn't move an inch. He didn't move. That's a good-looking shot. And what a way to end. What a way to end the innings. 134. 134. Hodge finishes on 6. And afterwards, from the man Tony, we are going to close here. I'll give you the stats. I'll tell you, Desmond Olivier, the pick of the bowlers with some 4 wickets. He didn't start his spell very well. We saw him with a high full toss, and one was afraid that he would be taken off the bowling. Really didn't look well, but he came back, he buckled down, and he got some 4 wickets for the 6 outsiders. Well, Digicel All-Stars posting some 134, and it's all to play for. Afterwards, from the man Tony, we are going to take you back to Master Control. We are going to be sitting here and wait. And the next time you hear us, we are going to be live from the JRWP with the response.
Yeah, so 6 outside, they can feel a lot better. Their second half of their out at bowl was much better. Was able to keep the Digicel All-Stars in check, and giving themselves a chance this afternoon in overhauling this 134. But runs on the board, and so to show that the Digicel All-Stars would feel a little bit disappointed that they didn't get a lot more runs. But that's how it is, the game of cricket, glorious uncertainties. So we do hope that you would have enjoyed the first portion of our comment tweet, and we will join you in the next few minutes when we bring you the chase of the 6 outside, chasing a score of 134 to tie 135 for victory. Until then, this is T saying back to Master Control until you get the cue from us.
He stopped playing around 10 o'clock, but picking up from a whole different.
Last night was good though. Just apart from maybe just 1 or 2 of the stands that we decided upon, I think the music was really and one of the things you have to be aware of is when you play, you need to see whether you play down the music and how long they stay. And then you will have a general idea as to, okay, yeah, we need to do something. And the chart, So he got us set up tomorrow then.
He says set up 3 o'clock tomorrow, he said.
The song was good. And everything was nice and clear.
Top scorer, Demari Prince with 87, with 87 from 66 balls. Kishon Richardson, 10 from 11. Hey!
Yeah.
Williams and Bolton. It's going to be, I think that's Williams. Williams facing right now. Welcome back to the James Ronald Webster Park, and we're back for the second innings and the first innings. In case you missed it, the Digicel All-Stars were able to score some 135 for 8. There's going to be Nardell Lake, the first bowler to bowl to Dion Williams, who drives it down towards long off, and immediately they are off the mark. Is Dion Williams. He is moving on to 1. As it brings Dion Burton on to strike now. They're both wicketkeeper batsmen, but he's the more diminutive figure, more opts to play some very elegant strokes like a typical wicketkeeper batsman.
Yes, certainly, and would have done some great exploits for Anguilla as well, and scored heavily, and certainly will be looking to overhaul the 135 put on by the Digicel All-Stars.
It's going to be Northern League into both Dion Burton, and Burton's just going to push it back down to the bowler. Very flighty delivery there from Northern Lake. Lake again into both Dion Burton. Back and looking to cut this one now into the offside. Man down on the super boundary. But it's going to be just a single. So Burton on 1, Williams on 1, scorers on 2. Lake again into both to Williams, and Williams there. This one came off the inside edge. It looked like a bit of turn there for Northern Lake. Good off spin bowling here by Northern Lake. Lake again. This one flighted up, and Williams looks to drive. Doesn't get much of that one at all. Didn't know much about it at all. Went for a very expensive shot and barely connected.
Yes, we know Nardell usually keeps it nice and tight.
Lake again to Williams, and again pushing circumspectly to the offside. Sean Hodge fields, and that's the end of the over. Just 2 off it. It's 2 without loss after 1.
Yes, so 2 without loss after 1. Northern Lake keeping it nice and tight there, and getting through that over very quickly as well, keeping the batsman in check. And so the Digicel All-Stars, they will certainly feel good with the start there from Lake, being able to contain both batsmen. We know for sure that Burton usually plays some elegant shots as well, and he'll be looking to see how much he can score here today, whereas the Digicel All-Stars will certainly have other ideas, as it appears as though it's going to be Ashan Hodge from our vantage point here this afternoon.
Yes, this is going to be the man, Sean Hodge, from Mr. Commentary box, and bowling some right arm over the wicket, it looks like. Some right arm medium pace. Not very express, but at times he can provide a bit of variation to his bowling and pick up some wickets. He's going to look to take the ball away from the left hand and back into the right hander. A deep third man, a deep fine leg, the 2 men out, just a slip as it's Hodge into ball to Burton, and Burton is turning it down towards the deep fine leg fielder. Is going to get a single. seem a bit short there. I don't think you want to be this short so early into the contest unless his idea is to get the ball as old as possible, turn it over to the spinners.
Yeah, and even with the diminutive figure of Burton, he almost had to crunch a little bit to swivel to pull that one around down there to the fielder down there, but only one run, and I'm certainly sure that Ashan will be looking to get bang on target here.
Hodge again. Into ball to Williams. And Williams is back and pushing into the offside, will not get a run. This time I had a bit more carry on that one there. Look to keep its natural line and length.
Yes, certainly. And not as short as the previous delivery. And the bang on target, Williams can only defend.
Hodge again. Into ball to Dion Williams. Williams says, oh, he's pulling this one up and over mid-wicket. That's a wonderful shot, a power-filled shot, and that's 4 runs.
So that's meat and drink there, I would say, Doc, for Williams. That's a giveaway. That's a real gift that he gleefully accepted and dispatched it for 4. And Sean has other ideas to think about here because
it was way too short from Sean Hodge. And Dion just said, thank you very much. I'll take it where it needs to go. Hodge again. Into ball to Dion Williams. Short again, but this time Williams is a bit more circumspect in his attempt at a shot. Just pushing it back down to the bowler for no run. But I have to say, I don't like the length from Sean Hodge right now.
Yeah, certainly just as if he is feeling his way out and not getting to the spots.
Hodge, and that's a much better length there.
Yes,
that's a much better length to the field that he has. But I would say at the same time it was a bit too wide. So again, his radar's a bit off. Is Sean Hodge, but at the same time it's no run. Score remains at 7. 7 for no loss in the course of over number 2. Hodge jogs in into ball to Williams. Williams is just pushing it back down to the bowler for no run. So at the end of over number 2, it is 7 for no loss.
So much better in the latter stages of the over. He seems to have really put it where he would have wanted it previously, and was able to contain Williams there after having been struck for 4. And so at the moment it's 7 without loss. Burton is on 2 and Williams is on 5. So you're not missing any cricket.
Well, this is going to be a no ball. This ball is bowled. Because they have 3 outs and they had a deep square leg. Not a deep square leg is coming in because they had a long off, a deep sweep on the offside, and a deep mid wicket.
Right, and if you realize that Ashan sensed that, here is Lake bowling to Burton, who strokes that one to the covers there, just about point, and Paul fields, and there is 1 run there to Burton. He moves to 3 and the score moves to 8 without loss, and we are in over number 3.
Not a Lake. Let's see, log on and the deep square leg the field now. Lake. Into bowl to Dion Williams, and this delivery, Williams is driving back to the bowler, but it's not going to be a run. Score remains at 8 without loss in the course of over number 3. And Williams is pulling this one, tugging it very well down into the mid-wicket boundary. 4 runs. Very well played by Dion Williams, just sweeping it away and sweeping it very well. 4 runs.
Yes, Dan Williams really tugging it, not all that far outside there after him, but pulling it and pulling it well and placing it well as well, all along the ground with some power in it and picking up 4 good runs there and causing some field changes here for the Digicel All-Stars, and they are certainly, if they're going to be bowling like this and that, we could be out and over here early.
And I have to say, I didn't like the field they had set because he's a right-arm off-spinner turning it back into the right-hander. But the men deep were a deep cover and a deep long off. Seemed to be a bit inverted, but Lake again into bowl to Williams, and Williams just playing a bit circumspectly now. And now the field that they have set currently is the field that they should have had set before. Now it's a deep long arm and a deep square leg. Now they Lake. Pass the ball into bowl to Dion Williams. Flighted, and Williams just driving it down towards the long on fielder for a single. 13 the score. Lake. The ball to Burton. Oh, that one is beating them all ends up. Good turn off the surface there from Nordell Lake. And some quick work there. There's some stare from the man Prince. Almost taking off the bails.
It's a good final delivery there from Nordell, beating the defensive prod there of Burton and into the gloves of the keeper. So after having been struck there for some 5 runs in that over, coming back nicely and making sure that no further damage has been done. It's 13 without lost, and so far the 6 outside, they've started off well in their chase of these 135 runs.
It's been a very casual start, I have to say, but there's been some good strokes played, particularly by the man Dion Williams. It's going to be Ashawn Hodge to continue with the aforementioned Dion Williams on strike. And again, he can't be short because he has a third man, the final leg, the fielder's deep. Hodge into ball to Williams. Williams is tugging it, but straight down towards short, mid-arm. That's going to be no run. Ashawn Hodge, the right arm, medium pacer, turns at the top of his mark, now passes the umpire into ball to... Oh, that's pulled away fantastically. 1 bounce 4, a very long 1 bounce 4. Wonderful stroke by Williams. He connected with that one very well. It was a rankler hop, and Williams said, "Thank you very much. I'll put it where it belongs."
And certainly, Ashawn bowling right into the slot that Dion is waiting for it for, and Dion is accepting them well gleefully and putting them away as well, and scoring some nice boundaries, putting some nice runs here on the board for the 6 outside, and they're certainly causing some problems here for the Digicel All-Stars.
It's Hodge again into ball to Dion Williams. Oh, this one gets past the outside edge, and again, there's not much foot movement from Dion Williams. He doesn't move his feet a lot. He just stays there on a half. He's pretty much, he's not forward, he's not back, he's just halfway, and that's why he's so quick to jump onto those pull shots.
Those pull shots, yeah. Yes, certainly.
Hodge again into ball to Dion Williams. It's a full one and clip down towards mid wicket for a single. Score moves on to 18 now in the course of over number 4.
Ashan still hasn't found the range that he's searching for, and certainly would want to do better.
It's Hodge again. Into ball to Burton. And Butler's, this one comes off the outside edge down towards third man. That's going to be 2 runs.
So good work down there from the man Fungi, the energetic Fungi, diving all over it and making sure that he had it covered, but not before the batters picked up 2 runs.
Hodge into ball to Dion Burton. Butler's driving this one. Looks to get it past backward point. Fungi has some work to do, and he can't do the walk. It's gets past his boot. 4 runs to Dion Burton. Very well placed there by Burton.
Very well placed there. Typical left-hander's shot. Placing it nicely. The fielder running around there from third man. Fungi was not able to get to it at all, and 4 good runs, and not a good over from Ashan at all. Certainly sure that is a cause of some worries for the Digicel All-Stars, having one of their premier bowlers bowling and giving away that many runs. And so at the moment there are 24 without loss, and looking really good here is the 6 outside team, Doc.
Yes, it's been good going for the 6 outside teams since that first score from Northern Lake, where they only scored 2. They have gone on to score a further 22 from the next 3. Lake again into ball to Dion Williams. Williams is looking to sweep. This one comes off the bottom edge, and they get a single down towards short fine leg. Looks like Lake may bowl all the way through the power play and all the way through on a hole, because this is his 3rd over.
Yeah, it seems as though
Williams he's been the more aggressive of the 2 openers thus far. On to 16, I believe.
Yes, he's got 16 of the 25 runs so far.
It's a long off and a super on the offside the field, as it's Northern Lake into ball to Dion Burton, and Burton is driving it. Gets past the man Bobby Black there at short extra. That's a single.
So Jeffords getting to the ball there, but not able to gather it, and allowing the batsman there in Burton to pick up another score to move to 10, and the score to 26. Going good here, and we are into the 5th over of this encounter here this afternoon.
Northern Lake into Dion Williams. Williams is turning this one into the leg side, in towards that square leg gap, will pick up a single. This is good batting here. They are not really getting bogged down. They're just turning over the strike when they can't pick up the boundaries. It's been good batting thus far by these 2 openers. Score moves on to 26.
Hello? Yeah. Yes.
As it's going to be Northern Lake into ball to Dion Burton, and Burton is pushing it. Oh, that's wonderfully played by Burton. Gets it past extra cover. He's going to get 2 runs at least. It's just a simple push, but was able to get it all the way past the fielder. Well placed, I have to say. And that's 2 more runs that Dion Burton score.
Game right now, you gotta call me later.
Lake into Burton. Burton is pulling this one up and over square leg. That's 1 bounce, 4 again. A poor ball, a full toss by Northern Lake, and Burton said, "Thank you very much. I will take care of this one." 4 more runs.
Yes, sorry dear for the breaking transmission. They are certainly giving away meat and drink here this afternoon, and they're taking full advantage taking full advantage of the loose bowling.
How's that for a ball there? Again, just turning it past the outside edge of Dion Burton. And at the end of over number 5, it is 32 without loss. And after some comments from the man, 200, the next voice you will hear is that of Millington.
Yes, 32 without loss, and going really great guns here. Well, not so much great guns, but solid and sound is the 6 outside, chasing a score of 136 for victory. They are at the moment some 33 runs, sorry, for the loss of no wicket, and both opening batters are batting very well. As I say, welcome back to the comments position, the ball by ball position there, Millington.
Thank you, Tony. And, good evening to all again. Good evening to those who are just joining us, wherever you are, be it here in Angola or in cyberspace. Season greetings, and I pray God's blessings upon you, and that you are enjoying the final days of 2021, and that we will all live to see 2022. And we will be right here sometime in February, we hope, for the APL. Here is Bobby John Jeffers from this commentator's booth end to bowl to Dion Williams. Short, pull well, and that is going to go away for 4. Short, a help me please delivery by John Jeffers, and it goes away for 4. Dion Williams, he is a no-nonsense batsman. Total moves on to some 37. Score is on 37. Dion Williams is on 21. With him is Dion Burton. He is on 16. Yeah, so there is an adjustment to the field now. It is the man Ashwan Hodge who is going out to the mid-wicket position. So it's a mid-wicket on the fence, a long on, mid-wicket and long on the fence. And this is the final over of the power play with only 2 fielders allowed outside the circle. Here is a ball that is played through the offside, can't score. The man that is Richardson, Jadel Richardson in attendance. John Jeffers, we know him as Bobby Blocks. Right arm over the wicket to bowl to Williams. Williams is standing tall, playing that one back down the track. No run resulting. Score remains on 37. 37 for no loss. Over number 6. Now a very steady start. Here is Black. So ball to Williams again. Outside the line of the off stump. Pushing it through the man there. Shot check cover. Can't score is Williams. Score remains on 37. In sort of 136. This one is hit down to mid-wicket. Ashwan Hodge in attendance. Sends the return back to the bowler. Total moves on by 1 to 38. And Dion Williams is on to 22. He's on 22. Brings the more diminutive figure of Dion Burton, the left-handed batsman, in wicketkeeper batsman. Both opening batsmen, they are wicketkeeper batsmen. Hail from the island of Dominica.
Yeah.
Here is John Jeffers to Burton. Burton is hitting this one through mid-wicket. This is going to go into the fence. Kishon is in hot pursuit. He makes a very good field there. And they're coming back for 3, and they will get it 2-3 runs. It's a good-looking shot. Going up the hill, slowed it down. And Kishon was able to get onto the end of it and restricting the batsman to 3. So the end of over number 6. The power play has come to an end. Burton is on 19. It is 41 for no loss.
Jeffords there starting off with a loosener and giving up 4 runs and ending there with another loosener, almost giving away 4 again. And so the batsmen in Burton and Williams are making sure that they keep the score ticking over nicely, putting some pressure on the Digicel All-Stars as well, having them moving around in the field as much as possible. I would want to think that the Digicel All-Stars would feel a little bit disappointed with the way how they have bowled so far, not being able to keep the batters in check and giving them the opportunity to score freely, Millington.
Yes, and the previous scorer, spinner of Nardell Lake, is bowling out. He's into his 4th over. So he's going to be bowling out. He has bowled 3 so far. No success for him. Right arm over the wicket. Between umpire and stump, bowling to the left, and Dean Barton, who pulls it away. 1 bounce into the mid-wicket region for 4. This is over number 7, and I'm not sure why the field has not been spread. So the power play has ended, looking to tighten things, and he's leaving now he's asking the man to stay on the mid-wicket boundary. So it's 4 added runs to the total. Dean Barton, he moves on to 23, and the total on to 45. 45 for no loss. Here is Northern Lake to bowl to Barton. Barton is looking to dab that one pass, short turn. Can't. Man, short turn. Very straight there. Fields. No one resulting. Score remains on 45 in over number 7. Here in search of 137 to win this overhaul. The total. This is a good shot. They have gone for 1, but brilliant bit of feeling there by the man Fungi. Score moves on by 1 to 46, and Dean Barton, he's on 24. Digicel All-Stars winning the toss, choosing to bat. They are mounted with some 135, and in response, it is the 6 outsiders. They are 46 without loss in over number 7. Here is Northern Lake from the clinic end to bowl to the right-handed Deon Williams. Taps away, wait for Northern Lake. To this delivery, he's getting one that he's leaving alone. Bouncing, jumping down the leg side. Wild call and signal by the umpire. Belatedly, the ball jumping. Very uneven bounce here, and JRWP. Here is Lake to bowl to Williams. Williams is driving down to the man coming off of the L1 boundary. 1 run resulting. Score moves on to 48, and Williams on to 23. So that's my neck and neck. Deon Williams is on 23. Dean Barton, his opening partner, he is on 24. 1 extra. Here is Nardell to bowl to Barton. Barton is coming forward. Bat and pad close together. Off the pad. Not out, says umpire Charlie Hodge. Loud appeal for an LBW decision. Not out, says the umpire. And that one is not troubling the stumps, he says. Here is the Lake. Coming to the end of over number 7 to bowl to Deon Barton. Barton is driving well. Down to long off. 1 run resulting. Over coming to an end, and at the end of over number 7, it is 6 outsiders. 6 outsiders in search of 137 for victory. They are 49 without loss.
49 without loss, and both opening batsmen really putting the bowlers through the ringer, so to speak. They have not been able to contain and to curtail the score rate from both batters, as we see some refreshments being given to the 6 outside opening batsmen in the person of Barton and Williams, and they so far have carried the score to some 48 runs without loss, and we are only just completed the 8th over with the premier bowler, one of the premier bowlers for the Digicel All-Stars, just completed his quota of overs for this session, and we see the continuation from Bobby Blacks from the pavilion end, and he certainly will be looking for a much more tighter over Millington than his first over.
Indeed, it was a very loose over. First one from John Jeffers. Here is John Jeffers, right arm over the wicket to bowl to the left-handed batsman. That is Deon Barton. Bowls to Barton. Barton is turn this one on the onside. They've gone for 1. That's all they're going to be. Is the man Shaquin Ferguson fields. Total moves on by 1. 50 has been raised. Burton is on 25. Long on, long off. A man there in the mid-wicket region for the right-handed batsman. Short mid-wicket. And the man on the 45 for the right-hander. There's a short third, a backward point, extra cover. And a man at point. Here is Dion Williams driving that one. They've gone for one. That's all they're going to be now. They're late moves away from the long on boundary. Total moves on to 51. Both players, both batsmen are on 25. With one wide being there, one extra. Here is John Jeffers again. Field changes over to accommodate the left-handed Dion Burton. Here is Burton, who's getting one that is jumping on him. That one.
Much better
Burton,
delivery here from Bobby
on
Black.
that occasion had to stand up straight and playing it on the offside. Can't score. Score remains on 51. 51 for no loss. So here is Bobby Black. Tossing the ball hand to hand. Ball to Burton. Burton is sweeping. No run resulting. I would say it's the umpire. Ball was lying on the leg side. And Burton on that occasion was sweeping off a line, not length. The ball was pitched on about leg stump. And he was looking to sweep, then make contact. Score remains on 51. Here is Bobby Blacks. Moves away from us at the commentator's booth and to ball to Burton. Burton comes forward circumspectly, pushes on to middle, to the man coming there in Jada Richardson. Short extra coverage and no run resulting. Here is Bobby Blacks. And the overcast condition, the sun is fast leaving us here. Here is a wide delivery. Outside the line of the leg stump. Extra number 2. Score moves on to 52. 52 for no loss. Jeffers to Burton. Well, he was looking to sweep, and then he saw that the ball was jumping and lying outside of stump, and he changed the shot, just pushing it down there. The man coming in there from short backward point fails, no run resulting. The over comes to an end. That's the end of over number 8, and it is the 6 outsiders in search of 137 for victory. They are 52 for no loss.
And a much better over there from John Bobby Black Jeffords. And they have, as he would have given away some 8 runs in his first over, just with a single on the wide. So good over there from Jeffords, and certainly a good over there for the Digicel All-Stars as well. But these batsmen are set, and I must say, I didn't see this comfort from Williams in the Anguilla Premier League.
Here is a ball, the first from Shaquin, the new bowler, replacing Northern Lake, and it's a leg by. It's a leg by. Score moves on by 1 to 53, sorry. Score moves on to 53. Shaquin Ferguson bowling right arm around the wicket between umpire and stumps to bowl to Dion Burton. Short third man, backward point. Man sweeping the cover boundary. Here is Ferguson, bowls to Williams. Again, a wide to Burton, and that's a wide, very wide. Well, for the width of that one, we can easily give that one 2 runs. That one was very wide. The keeper had to run away, and it could have easily been called a no ball. It was bowled that wide, and that's going to be another wide for Ferguson. 55 the total. Not sure when last he picked up a ball.
Yes.
Shaquin Ferguson. Shaquin Ferguson moves away. Passes the umpire. Between umpire and stumps. This one is wide outside the off stump, and Burton walking across, making contact on this occasion. It is one to the man on the sweeper boundary. Moves on by 1 to 26. Dion Burton. The total moves on to 56 for no loss, who brings the right-handed Dion Williams in strike. He's on 25. 56 6 without loss, in search of 136 for victory. Here is Ferguson to Williams, who's hitting this one to the man on square leg. Jacob Pearls, Fields, can't prevent the single. Williams moves on by 1 to 26. Both batsmen are on 26. Score is on to 57. Here is Ferguson again to bowl to Williams. Williams is hitting this one long to the sweeper again. Jacob Pearl has work to do. Score moves on by 1 to 58. 58 for no loss. Insert the 6 outsiders in search of 136. Oh, that's a good ball. That one was jumping. Oh, good delivery there by Ferguson. 136. They are in search of for victory over Digicel Sixers. Who is going to come out of this one? This one is going to go for 4. Poor delivery. Short, line on the leg stump, and helped through the backward point area. That goes the backward square area. And that goes away for 4. The end of the over. And at the end of over at number 9, it is Dion Williams. He's on 30. His partner Dion Burton is on 27. And the score is some 62 for no loss.
So not final delivery there from Ferguson, not a good one at all. Started off the over with a number of wides as well. And they're basically giving away runs here in Millington. The score is just 135 that they would have posted. And so far, the 6 outside, they have looked very settled, very composed, and very compact in chasing down these runs so far, playing each ball on its merit and putting away the bad balls as well. And so the Digicel All-Stars, they will have to dig deep if they want to defend the 135 that they would have placed on the board.
Yes, certainly. It looks like a game to lose for the 6 outsiders. It's going to be Bobby Blacks who is going to continue in his 3rd over. He's bowled some 2 overs so far. Is Dion Burton taps away over number 10. Waits for Jeffers. To this delivery is coming forward, pushing up the offside, can't score. The wicket keeper comes away from behind the stump. And field, no run resulting. Score remains on. 62 for no loss. Thanks again to the man Hammer, ensuring that we are live and lively. This one is pulled away down to Jadel Richardson at the backward. Is that Jadel? Oh no, that is the man Ferguson. Can't stop the second run. So Dion Burton moves on to 29. Burton is on 29, Williams is on 30. Total is on to 64. 6 outsiders. We remember earlier in the day, it was the Digicel All-Stars who won the toss, choosing to bat first, and they amounted some 135, with the premier scorer being the Mari Prince. Here is Jeffers bowling to Williams. Oh, and that was a desperate effort there. That was a desperate effort by the man Jadel Richardson, who could not hold on, and the total moves on by 1 to 30 for Williams. So that's Burton, and the total is 65. Team total 65. Both batsmen are on 30.
Good effort there from Richardson though, but couldn't pull it off.
Shot! Oh, that was a gift. That was a boxing they gave. That was a capitalize on. But he had a time. He had a time and a half to hit that one wherever he wanted to, and then capitalize. That one should have gone in Rudy's ground. Here is John Jeffers to bowl to Williams. Williams is getting one outside the line of the off stump. Push it down the left of the bowler. Bobby Black sprawling effort. Pull it off. Williams move on by 1 to 31, and the total on to 66. 66 for no loss. In search of 136 for victory. Burton circumspectly forward, no run resulting. Score remains on 66, so 66 for no loss at the end of over number 10, and they are going to drinks break, a refreshment break they are going to take now. We are going to have some words from Tony, and then the next voice to bring you a live ball by ball commentary is the man Doc. As we remind you, you are listening to live coverage from this 2020 here at the Ronald Webster Park here in the Valley. It is the Digicel Super Sixers taking on the six outsiders. The Digicel Superstars, they would have won the toss earlier in the day, as you would have heard. And they chose the bat, and they amounted some 135, with the premium scorer being Damari Prince. He scored some 87 from 66 ball. The next scorer into double figure, well, the only man into double figure after Prince was Kishon Richardson, who scored some 10 runs from 11 balls, and the innings really went nowhere at one point, but Prince, the man who brought some respectability to the total, and Digicel Super Sixers has 135 to defend. But so far, quite immaculate start there, by a circumspect start by the two opening batsmen, Dion Williams and Dion Burton. They are both not out at the halfway mark, with Dion Burton on 30. Dion Williams is on 31, and the score at the break, they are some 66 at the same point. We remember that the Digicel Superstars, they were 17, so all to play for with 3 wickets. They would have lost 3 wickets, so advantage the six outsiders with all to play for.
Certainly, Digicel All-Stars, they would have lost a lot more wickets than the 6 outside, and so the 6 outsides can feel a lot better going into the second half of their chase with all 10 wickets intact, and maybe just about 4 or 3 runs thereabout behind where the Digicel All-Stars were at the halfway stage, and so 6 outside can certainly feel much better with their chase. As I say, welcome back and good afternoon to Dak again.
Well, at the 10-over stage, the Digicel All-Stars, they were 70 for 3. So I would say that if I was to give an advantage to one team, it would be the 6 outsides, because they have not lost any wickets as yet. They do have some big batsmen still in the hunt, and given their bowling performance in the first innings, where you had the likes of the man Olivier, who started off very poorly but ended up taking 4 for 22. Some brilliant figures, as well as Michael Ferguson took 1 for 17 from 3. Rolando Wright took 1 for 22 from 4, and the man Cyril even took a wicket. So they even, without the good bowling performances they had in the first innings, they do also have such good batsmen left in the hunt that the chance would favor them.
And then when you look at the Digicel All-Stars bowling lineup as well, it looks like they would be found wanting here this afternoon, because I think with the option of Paul, Ashon has not bowled very well. Bobby Black has completed some 3 overs. Nardell has been bowled out, and so they are certainly going to have a challenge on their hands if they really have to contain the 6 outside with their all 10 wickets, and having a good platform and a good launching pad as to build from in the second half of their innings.
But one man who has not bowled, I'm not sure whether he's carrying an injury or something, but Angela Richardson, usually an opening bowler, very express pace bowler, gets some good bounce, good carry to start off the innings. Hasn't bowled, I don't know if they're saving him for the death overs or I'm not exactly certain, but he has not bowled as yet, and that would significantly hinder their bowling attack. They're already weak in bowling attack.
Yes, certainly, and I am looking to see if that's going to be him now. As our bowler has given the cap to the umpire Charlie, and it appears as though
looks like Keyshawn's going behind the stumps. I don't know whether Prince has gone off injured, I'm not sure, but the man Keyshawn Richardson has put on the pads.
Yes, so
Keyshawn, another left-arm spinner, a good bowler. He bowled at the national level as well, but he's gone behind the stumps now. I'm not exactly certain what happened to Damari Prince.
Yes, I'm not seeing. I'm trying to see if I see him on the field, but
I think I see him next to Ashawn.
Yes. Well, maybe he bowled as well. So
maybe he's gonna roll over his arm. I'm not sure.
Yes, maybe he might be doing some bowling. Probably decided to spell half and half. So just be interesting to see. But they certainly have got their work cut out for them here this afternoon if they really are to make headway into the sixth outside batting attack, because they have really started off very well.
This is not something you see often. In both innings, they're split keeping half and half. In the first innings, it was first Dion Williams, then Dion Burton split 10-10. Now it's going to be Damari Prince and now Keyshawn Richardson splitting the keeping duties. So I'm not exactly sure as to what happened to Prince, but maybe it's going to be taking up a ball, very similar to on the international scene, the man Glenn Phillips for New Zealand.
Yes.
He bowls, he bats, he keeps.
Yes.
So maybe that's Damari Prince as well. But it's going to be Jadal Richardson. Okay, so the corrected scores, it is 65 without loss, as it's Jadal Richardson. Right arm over into bowl to, that's a good ball to Williams. He just turns it into the onside for a single. 65 without loss after 10.66 without loss after 10.1 overs now. The six outsides. At a similar stage, the Digicel All-Stars was 72 for 3. So not too far away.
Not too far away, yes.
The run distance, they require some 68 from 59 deliveries to the six outsides. Jadal Richardson. Right arm over into bowl to Burton, and Burton flicks it into the leg side. He's going to pick up a single. Oh, he's hit the stumps there, but doesn't ricochet too far. Good accuracy being shown by, I believe that's Northern Lake.
So Jadal is early into his spell and already been beaming in, steaming in, looking to see if he can really dislodge one of these set batsmen here in Williams and Burton. And I'm certainly sure that they will have other ideas as to bat as long as possible and to take the score as close as possible.
Richardson. Oh, that's a brilliant shot by Dion Williams. Clipped it to the leg side. He's going to get close to the boundary, but not quite good work down there. But I think that's Ferguson. Very good work on there because he connected with that one very well.
Yes, I really thought that one would have gone for 4, but Ferguson doing good work there, cutting that one off and almost overrunning it, but picking it up and limiting the batsman to 2 runs.
Richardson again, into bowl with Dion Williams. Williams is looking to turn this one, but it's down the leg side, it's so wide. 70 is up now, 70 without loss. A very good partnership between Williams and Burton. Williams on 34, I believe. And 31 to Dion Burton are the scores that I have. Richardson into bowl to Williams, who cannot make good contact.
34.
Richardson. He May have been held back into the death, which is what I suspected. Don't know if it's the best move, but it may be their only chance of restricting the run flow now. Richardson, it's a full toss into Williams. Just pushes it down towards long on for a single. Goes on to 71 without loss. Here in the 11th over. So scores of 2, 7, 13, 24, 32, 40, 49, 52, 62, and 65. The scores after each over. Richardson into ball to Burton. And Burton's drive. Oh, that's beautifully played. Oh, that's absolutely beautifully played by Dean Burton. Down to the third man rope for 4 runs. Just getting down. Just guiding it past third man. Well, Justin moved. He had Justin moved. He was guided past him. Down to the boundary for 4.
Nicely and delicately played there by Burton. Just like carving the field and placing it through the boundary for 4. The end of JDL over. One he probably would not be happy about, but for sure, the 6 outside, they're on the move, on the charge, and they're really going great guns here this afternoon as we see a change of bat there from Burton. So, we want to see whether or not this will continue on his good fortune. But the 2 batsmen have been playing very well so far, making the use of all the deliveries that's been given to them and scoring at a brisk rate as well.
So the man Jeffers is going to be bowling his last over, Bobby Blacks. Bowling his final over. He's not had his best outing, you have to say. The veteran there. Veteran off spinner. Didn't score many runs and hasn't been as tight as he would have wanted to be. The field is a deep square leg, long on, long off, super on the offside. The 4 men out. Jefferson to bowl to Williams, who hits it high, doesn't get the distance required. Lake settles, Lake takes the catch, and Dylan Williams has to go. The safe hands of Northern Lake coming across from the long-on boundary to his right. The ball was swirling in the air, but in the end, it took a very good catch, and that's the first wicket down.
Well, maybe he should not have changed his bat. As soon as the change of bat, Bobby Black has taken the wicket of Bolton, who was back ejected into the pavilion. And could this be the breakthrough that the Digicel All-Stars is looking for? We will only have to wait and see. As the new batter comes to the wicket.
No, that's Cyril. Yeah, Cyril's a big batsman. Well, it's 75 for 1. 75 for 1 the score. The new batsman is the man Cyril, coming in at number 3 position. There'll be 2 left-handers at the crease now, I believe, with Cyril and Deon Burton. And Bobby Blacksea has himself a wicket. So Jeffers. All right, Tom, over the wicket, bowling is off spin. Again, just the 4 men out of the circle. And as Sean is he's not really utilizing his full quota of fielders that he can put on the boundary. Content with just the 4. As it's Bobby. Into ball to Burton, and Burton just pushes it into the offside for no runs. And Burton can shift gears when it's required, and he knows that when he needs to turn it on, he can turn it on. As he heaves it up and over mid-wicket, well into the boundary for 4 runs. That was really connected with well there by Deon Burton. A slug over mid-wicket, 4 runs.
Beautiful play there from Burton, and Tossed up there by Bobby Black. Burton to the measure of it and playing it exported nicely over the mid-wicket region and into the boundary for 4 good runs there to add to his total and to add to the total as well. And so all is not lost. They would have lost Williams just a while ago, but Burton has picked up and continue from where he would have started.
Burton again. Fix it down into the leg side, down towards the backward square leg region. Gets a single. Scores on by 1 to 80. 80 for the loss of 1 wicket. And it's been a very controlled innings by the 6 outside. That's pretty much been their game. Control. They've controlled the flow of runs when they were bowling, and now they're controlling the run rate while they are batting, going at just below 8, just around 7.5 runs and over, as it's Cyril pushing it into the long off region. Will get a single. Eight and 1 for 1 in the course of over number 12. It's his Bobby, and Button gets a shot and he pulls, but was connect with well. Down towards Jacob Pauls on the square leg boundary for a single. 82 the score. After 12, it's 82 for the loss of 1 wicket.
It's going nicely along, and just there and thereabout, trying to keep pace with the overs. As we've seen, that's the end of Jeffords' quota, picking up 1 wicket. But so they show that he will be a little bit disappointed that he couldn't have at least contained the batters a lot more. It's going to be Richardson again. He will be bowling to Burton. And Burton looking to at least score 50 today and to get his team as close as possible to those 135 runs if they are to win today.
It's Richardson to continue from the city, and Jadel Richardson. Some right arm over the wicket, it looks like, to the left-handed Dion Burton. It's just coming up on 4 o'clock. It's at the James Ronald Webster Park. You see the overcast conditions have really cleared up just a bit. We're seeing a bit more blue in the sky as of now.
Yes. It's when we know that the dust, you use the light very quickly around this time. These are what you'll call the shorter days, and so
Richardson into the board. Oh, Burton almost takes off the head of Cyril, his batting partner. Cyril did well to get out of the way, but it's a single.
82 for 1. Over number 13 is bowling.
83 now in the course of over number 13.
almost going with the figure, the big bally figure there of Cyril. But very agile, like you said, and getting out of the way of that one.
Richardson into both of Cyril. And Cyril clips it up and over mid-wicket. It's going to get close to the boundary. A big chase for Northern Lake that he will take. That's 2 runs.
84 for 1. 85 for 1. Thank you, sir.
85 for 1. Richardson bowling from the city end. Turns out his mark is getting into his run-up now. Over the wicket, into bowl to... Oh, he's bowled him! Wait, has he bowled? I think he's taken out the stump. I think, yes, he has bowled him. Hammond was appealing for some reason, but he's taken out the stump. And Cyril has to go. Just sheer pace from General Richardson.
Yes, he's bowling in from his city and bowling in with a purpose and really rattling the ball into the stump of Cyril there. It's as if he didn't even see that one. Comprehensively beaten and bowled there by Richardson for wicket number 2. And could dispel the slide for the 6 outside. They've still got the diminutive figure there of Burton. And we will certainly look to see how far they can reach to this score here. As you can hear the music playing in the background there, kind of drowning out our voices just a little bit. But it's lovely cricket here at the James Ronald Webster's Park in this wonderful fundraising initiative here.
Yes, and we have had a good build-up of a crowd over on the 10th on the western side. A couple of spectators sprinkled in and around the seating, but most have really gathered underneath the tents over on the western side. And I think that's the man Miguel who has gone into bat. I think it's Miguel.
Well, I did ask him what position he was back if he would open, and he did gesture and said, well, if you would want to see what kind of batsman he is. So we will wait and see here. He's facing up to the medium fast bowler there in Richardson. So
well, if you want a test to see how you can bat, that's the ultimate test there. Yes. Richardson, sheer pace.
Well,
absolute pace.
Quite a funny way to take a guard, really.
Shiv is the new batsman there. So it is Shiv. Richardson into bowl to Shiv, and Shiv is well late
Shiv.
on that one there. The ball was in the keeper's gloves when he was playing at it.
Very late.
Well.
Very late.
Look like he was shadow batting there. The ball was already being thrown back to Jadel, and he was just getting into his throw.
Yes, and Jadel is really getting into his walk here this afternoon.
He's slow on the runs, that's for sure. Richardson again into bowl to show. Oh boy! Wrapped him on the pads there, but not out, says the umpire. Again, beats him for pace, and that's poor fielding.
Yes.
He should have held on to that ball. They took a throw.
Yes,
and that's going to be an extra run that shouldn't have been a run.
Extra bye.
87 the score, 87. Shiv still without a run to his name and still get the bat anywhere close to the ball.
And Michael is here, so we are proud of Michael. As long as these 2 guys are proud of their feet, there's a chance to win. Ladies and gentlemen,
and it's going to be Prince. It is going to be Damari Prince. He's going to be taking a chance to roll over his arm a bit.
So Damari Prince giving up the gloves, and he's going to.
2022 pickup with no tires. Thank you.
I have to ask if you're going to use one of your bowlers to be a wicket keeper. And wicket keeper bowl would not have made more sense to allow Kishan to have bowled first.
Yes, certainly. What? $12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Well, it's going to be Prince. Well, it's a right arm off spin into both the Burton. This one a bit down the leg side. It's going to
13.
Yeah,
13.
It's 14. And it's a single. So Burton continues to motor along. Burton's on 43, getting close to his half century, just inching ever so close onto 43. It's the man Shiv. Prince into bowl to Shiv, and Shiv is again, he's late on it. Just hanging out his bat there, but was still well behind the ball.
And Prince is sure giving the ball a lot of flight.
Prince again, bowling quickly. Prince back again, ooh, and again. He's just swinging and missing after the ball is in the keeper's gloves. He's very late on it. There's the man Shiv.
Yes. Shiv needs to just take his time and get to the pitch on the line of the ball.
This one, it looks a lot better there.
Yes.
He was able to get back behind that one very well. Got the full face of the bat facing
Yes,
the bowler.
yes.
Much better technique. Prince into ball to Shiv. Shiv swinging down towards the long off region. It's going to get close to the boundary, but will be cut off by Damani Hodge and gets 2 runs. So Shiv is off the mark with his first 2. Score moves on to 89, I believe. As this one is turned now by Shiv into the leg side. He's going to get a single. This is much better batting now from the man Shiv. He's really settled down his innings, you have to say. Played a couple better strokes.
Yes, it's as though he has found his range, and he's picked up the line of the ball and playing it as he should before, whereas he was a little bit anxious in playing it, not getting to the pitch and not getting to the line, and has looked a much better player in the last 2 balls.
Yes, he has looked a much better player. And I think Richardson's going to bowl out, and that will leave some questions about who's going to bowl at the end.
Yeah.
Because with Northern Lake bowled out, with Bob Blacks bowled out, no, Richardson looking like he's going to bowl out.
Yes.
Do you turn back to Ashan? Do you go to Jacob Pauls? Yeah, you have options.
Well, we may see Jacob Pauls sooner rather than later.
And so Prince may continue to bowl out as well.
Yes.
Richardson into bowl to Shiv, and Shiv again swinging and missing. I'm not catching up to Jalen Richardson at all. Richardson turning at the top of his mark. Now he runs towards us now. Pass umpire Hodge into bowl to Shiv, and Shiv just pushes it into the offside for a single.
44 runs after 6 overs. From 6 overs, 44 runs.
And I believe that's a 90 up there. 90 for 1. 90 for 1 6 outsides. Still have the likes of the big man Ashley White in the hut. We know when he's going, he can really give it a pump. Burton looks to swing away but doesn't connect very well. That's no runs. In the course of over number 15, it's Jalen Richardson. Past the umpire into bowl to Burton. And Burton drives it down towards long off. It's going to get a single. Oh, and he's going to get 2. That's very good running. But it's hit the stump there, but I think Shiv was back home safely.
Yeah, big. But not, Richardson there not gathering the ball. Breaking the stumps, but without the ball, and Shiv getting back for 2.
45, I believe, Dion Burton is on. 45. As it's Richardson again into bowl to Burton. And Burton drives this one a bit straighter, but pretty much in the same long off region. It's only a single.
Imagine, first time in Angola, and you can say 6 outside on the win. Put your call outside.
46 for Burton, 91 the score, 91 for the loss of 1 wicket. That 1 wicket being Dion Williams. Oh, Cyril as well, 2 wickets down. This is Richardson. Ooh, that's a nasty, nasty ball.
Wow.
I don't know how that missed, what that missed, where that missed, but it missed, and Shiv survives yet again. So at the end of 15 overs, 96 outsides and 91 for 2.
So 95
yeah.
95 for 2 after 15 as we welcome you back. 95 for 2, 41 required from 30. 41 from 30 the equation. It is 6 outside, 6 outside in search of 136 for victory. 41 to be had. Dion Burton is on 46. With him is Shivnarine. He is on 4. No, it's not Shivnarine Chandapal. Here is Prince. The ball to Burton. Ball to Burton. Right time around the wicket. Burton is chipping. Hitting this one down to long on. They're going for one. Looking for a second. They're turning. They're coming back. Shiv is coming back. And Burton is not interested.
4 running there by Burton.
Total moves on by 1. So 40 runs required. Burton is on 47. And the total is on 96. I must invite you to come down to the JRWP or stay tuned. Stay tuned. It is going to be, and Shiv has been stumped. Shiv has been stumped. A very tame dismissal there.
Yeah, that one looked very tame. That one looked very tame there.
Yeah, very tame. He was advancing to a ball that was pushed through a quicker, faster delivery, flatter delivery by Prince, and missing it all ends up. And Kishon Richardson doing the final touches, whipping the bails off and sending the shift back. So the game must be determined between these two batsmen. One will think it is going to be Ashley White, who is going to make his way to the crease to join his nephew, Dion Burton. So it's an uncle and a nephew.
Uncle and the nephew.
It's Dion Burton and Ashley White who will do battle for the 6 outside.
Well, they've got another 40 runs to make.
Another 40, yes.
Millington, and I think it's from some, what?
27 balls or so.
27 balls?
Yes, 27 balls. So 40 runs. Ashley White at the crease. So at the end of this game, a board member from the APL will be here to do the presentation to the man of the match from the Angola Premier League finals, and so they will be here to do a presentation to the man of the match. Here is Prince, the ball to Ashley White. First delivery, ball to White. White to this delivery is getting one that is looking to turn off the pad and won't score. The man in attendance there is Hutchinson. Hutchins field. Loves the return to Kishon Richardson. No one resulting. The score remains on 96 for 3. Here is Prince. The ball to White. Ball to White. White is getting one down the leg side. White call and signal by the umpire. Total moves on by 1 to 97. A faster delivery there by Prince, but ill-directed. Here is Prince again. To ball to Ashley White. Right arm over the wicket, moves away, passes the umpire, ball to White. White to this delivery is pushing it through the offside to the left of Hamad. This could be dangerous! And it's gone! That is sloppy. That could be the end of the game. That could be where the fate of the 6 outsiders lie in the hands of Dion Burton, who was batting well set, and 47 has been run out.
Well, I think Burton was trying to really get down to the other end, but to me that almost can be termed as suicide running, because the feeling there has been very, very sharp, and that could spell some danger there for the 6 outside with their premier and their frontline batter losing his wicket by run out here. Not good for the 6 outside as well. And Billy, I think Prince might be in a contention for man of the match as well, because he's been bowling well. He would have scored some 80-something runs.
Well, clearly, if the Digicel Superstars were to win the game, he will definitely be crowned man of the match. He has taken wickets, he has bowled well, he scored some 87 runs, the bulk of the runs for their team, and so clearly he has no competition on his side. But Desmond Oliver has taken 4 wickets for 22 runs.
I don't see them losing the match from
and
here,
so,
Billy.
well, we are still playing cricket. You remember what happened in that finals of the APL. Desmond Olivier is still in the wings, the bat. It is Kentish John, the man who has come to the wicket to join Ashley White. White is yet to score. Kentish John is yet to score. 40 runs to be had. Here is Prince to bowl to John. John to this delivery is getting one outside the line of the off stump. Doesn't make contact. Score remains on 97. 97 for 4. 97 for 4. The score here at the JRWP. It is the 6 outsiders playing against the Digicel Superstars, and the Digicel Superstars, they score some 135. 135 Digicel when they batting. Premium scorer being, as you heard, the Mary Prince. And now with the ball, he's doing the damage. Here is Prince. Moves away from us to bowl to John. Bowl to John. John is getting one. He's playing to the offside. Can't score. Jacob Pearl, the captain of the Superstars team, fields. No run resulting. And at the end of over number 16, it is the 6 outsiders looking to overhaul 135 score by the Superstars. They are 98 and 97 for 4. So yeah, we are in a position where the game is in the balance, one could say, with some 24 balls, and the captain, Jacob Pauls, is now going to take up the attack from Jaden Richardson. He's going to take over, and he's going to be coming from the far end, from the clinic end. He's going to be bowling to the hard-hitting Ashley White. Tony, it's not over.
I don't think there will be no glorious uncertainties in this one.
Well, we'll see. Cricket remains a game of glorious uncertainty as we see the sun in all its glory. Well. Will we finish the game in this kind of sun? Brilliant. The sun, for the first time really for the day, has come out in its brilliance here at the JRWP. It's 97 for 4. The 6 outside in search of 136 for victory. They require another 39 runs. Here is Ashley. He's pushing this one again. This is going to be a run out. Oh, no. And I'm not sure why Ashley White, knowing that Jadel Richardson, is taking these chances to Jadel. Well. Not wise at all to be taking these chances to Jadel Richardson. Ashley White is on 1. John is yet to score. Here is Jacob Paul. So ball to Kentish John. John taps away, waits for Paul. So this delivery is getting one outside the off stump, hitting it down too long on the one bounce. And he gets one. He's off the mark. And the total moves on to 99. 99 it is for 4. 6 outside. What? Here is once again. Runs over ball to Ashley. Ashley's getting one. He's hitting it. Don't mid wicket. It's going to be the 4-6 of the game. No. 1 bounce. 4 runs to White. That one was a full pitch delivery. And Ashley White advancing down the track, catching it on the phone and hitting it down to mid wicket. 1 bounce into the fence. It goes for 4. And the 100 has been raised. It's 103. 103 for 4. Ashley White is on 5. With him is Kentish John. He's on 1. Pauls, the captain of the Digicel team. He is bowling his first over. Over number 16. Here is number 17, sorry, it's Jacob. Bowl to Ashley White. He's turned this one on the onside. They've gone for 1. Looking for a second. It's not on. Hutchins sends the return to the bowler. And Total moves on to 104. White is on 6. Brings the lanky Kentish John on strike. He's on 1. Taps away at the crease. Waits for Pearls. Pearls passes umpire Hodge. Ball to John. John is hitting this one down the track. Can't score. Score remains on 104 for 4. 104 for 4. Thanks to Class FM. To the man Charles, who is carrying us live on YouTube. AXA Film. Here is Paul's ball to John. John is rocked on the pad, loud appeal, not out, says the umpire. They've gone through for one leg by, and that's all it's going to be. Total moves on by 1 to 105. 31 to be had. 31 Tony. 31 Tony.
31 from 18 balls.
31 from 18. 31 from 18. Not gettable.
Aside from White,
it's an open game.
White.
It is a wide open game, Tony.
White kind of scared.
It is a wide open game, Tony.
But
did you watch the 10-10, the Abu Dhabi 10-10?
No, I didn't.
Oh, that's why you are speaking like that.
But
that's why. I'm telling you, I've seen 50 odd runs scored in 3 overs in that 10-10.
Yeah, well, this is T20. That's not going to happen.
It is cricket. Sure. It's bat and ball. It's white ball cricket.
That's with the batters I see here.
It's 3 overs to go. So, 18 balls. Is it 18 balls?
18 balls.
31 runs.
31 runs.
Well, it's all to play for.
It's
all to play for. 31 runs, 18 balls.
I agree with you, Doc. The game was done a while.
It's not over until I am hearing a hum, and that hum sounds to be
what?
That of the fat lady. The fat lady is humming. Yes. I'm hearing the humming of the fat lady. She has not started singing as yet. She's humming her song. Here is the Mary Prince. The ball to Kentish John. Ball to John. John to this delivery. Is getting one. That is lying down the left side. And his ball leg stump. His ball leg stump. Well, his ball leg stump. John goes. Prince strikes again. 6 outsiders and Desmond Oliver. It must be Desmond Oliver who is going to walk to the crease. It must be the man Desmond Oliver who is going to walk to the crease, because if anybody is going to finish this game for the 6 outside, it must be Desmond Oliver.
Well, here you have it. I'm not too sure how much help White have there at the back end, and I think that is actually where that run out was very detrimental to the 6 outside team. Because had Burton been there, they would have stand a greater chance in pulling off the score. But it's all uphill now, and they've had a serious task on their hands, and I think it might be difficult unless Oliver can match his bowling prowess with the bat. Then we might see something.
Well, he indeed can. He indeed can. Desmond Oliver, he can hit the ball. We might see a 4-6 here for the Giddy. Desmond Oliver, he strikes the ball well. Very level-headed. At times he can have a rush of blood, but one would hope that for the benefit of his team that he plays every ball on its merit. As we watch the Mary Prince moves away from us here, the commentator's boot end to ball to Oliver. Oliver is getting one that is looking to force on the offside, doesn't make contact. Goes to be taken by the wicket keeper, Richardson. Ball that's jumping very high there. Here is Prince. We watch Oliver, taps away at the crease, waits for Prince to this delivery. Prince is, this one is outside the line of the off stump. Oliver can't make contact. Well, it's coming down. The fat lady is tuning up. The fat lady is tuning up. Tanti Moore is singing her song. Here is Prince, the ball to Desmond Oliver. To this delivery, Oliver is getting one on the pad. Not out says the umpire high. Down the next side. Score remains on 105. 105 for 6. Here is Prince, the ball to Oliver. Balls to Oliver. Oliver to this delivery. He's hitting this one. Down to mid-off. They've gone for one. We'll come back for a second. Score moves on to 107, and Oliver is off the mark. He's on 2. Here is Prince, the ball to Oliver. Ball to Oliver. Oliver to this delivery. He's hitting this one. This is going to go close to the fence. In fact, you can give up the chase because it's crushing to the boundary board. That goes away for 4. Lovely looking shot there by Desmond Oliver. I told you, Tony, it's not over. It is not over. 111, 2 overs, 21 runs, or 25 runs, 2 overs. Tony, are you willing to call it?
You can never say never, but
it's going to be tight.
I'll still give the edge to the
bowling team.
Digicel All-Stars.
All right. Well, the All-Stars,
yes,
with the benefit they have is J.Del Richardson, who is going to be taking up the attack. The penultimate over from the Clinic L. Desmond Oliver is calling for his helmet. 25. 25 from 12. That's the simple equation. So, Desmond Oliver is calling for his helmet. It's Ashley White, though, who is on strike. Ashley White.
We'll have to see some.
He's known as a finisher. He is known as the finisher on their team. I've seen him finish some games that you thought was not possible. And so today, can today be one of those days?
Well, it certainly will be interesting because this has been a keenly contested match. And in spite of it all, I think both teams have played well, some good out-and-out cricket for the most part. And you know, it will certainly be a spectacle if they can even draw it closer with these 2 batters here.
25 needed. 12 balls is all they have to make it to do it in. J.Del Richardson from the Valley Clinic end. Ashley White taps away at the crease, waits for J.Del Richardson, who runs away from the top of his mark, passes umpire Hodge, and there's a drive. Oh! Well. Unfortunate there for Ashley White because that ball was heading for the boundary, but it crashes in. It was hit too well, straight into the middle stump, and brilliant really feeling there.
Really good shot there by White, but too accurate in his placement, finding the stumps at the other end.
Here is Richardson to bowl to White. White is getting one. He's turning it. They're looking for one here. They've gone for one. We'll come back for a second. No. They won't. 1 to the total. They are 112. White moves on to 7. He brings Desmond Oliver, who is on 6 on the strike.
Richardson just taking the pace off of that one. Millington.
Yes, a slow ball there by J.Del Richardson. J.Del Richardson. Oh, wait. He's eager to come in. He's moving in now to bowl to Oliver. Oliver is getting this one off the edge. It's going to come down to third man. That's Hodge, the Manny Hodge, who fields, sends the return. Total moves on to 113. 20. Another 23.
Another 23. And the
23.
Balls are ticking away, Millie.
23. This Has to be a boundary. Here is Jadel to White. White is hitting this one down the ground. And it's Ashan who's in attendance. They've gone for one. And Olivier, that's a sloppy there by Olivier. Ball watching. The ball was hit well by Ashley. But the man is very straight down there. And that's Ashan Hodge. Ashley moves on to 8. Bring Olivier on 7 on the strike. Here is Olivier getting this one on the outside. This could be trouble here. Not out, says the umpire. Not out, says the umpire. 20 runs. 21. 21. 7. This has to be a free hit. Whatever it is, free hit. This must be a free hit. Just look for the boundary. 20. You have to look. You have to call it a free hit. Here is Jadel to Ashley, and that's what he did. That's what he attempted. Good attempt. 20 from 6. Very possible. Very possible, but all to play for. Yes. It is going to be Prince.
20 from 6, but I think a little bit. I think a little bit overboard. Yeah, 20 from 6, very possible, but highly unlikely doable here this afternoon. I think the Digicel All-Stars, they have picked things back in the latter half of their bowling prowess here and able to at least pick up a few wickets and keep the batters in check, getting rid of most of the dangerous batters, so to speak, and the Prince bowling the final over, doing a splendid job for his team.
Here is Prince, the ball to Olivier, final over with 20 runs needed. This one is hit. It's not a leg who takes the catch. Olivier goes, and with him, any hope to win this game. 20 needed from 5, and Digicel Superstars are singing. They are rejoicing. The fat lady is singing her song. Ashley White came in the wicket, and he came in not reading the game properly. Ran out Dion Button uselessly, and from that it was downhill. It has been a downhill slide from the time Dion Button was run out. It has been a downhill slide for the 6 outsiders, and all it is,
and that is
it is
Prince.
putting the icing on the cake. The Maori Prince with a superb performance here.
All-round, he has picked up 3 wickets and bowled nicely with his off in bowling well, and so most likely he will certainly come the man of the match here this evening.
So it's going to be Prince. It's going to be bowling to Ashley White. 20 needed. 5 balls. 5 fours. 5 fours. Or 2 6s and 2 4s. Here is Prince. The ball to Ashley White. Ball to White. White is looking to swing this one down to the agricultural ground. Then they make contact, and it looked just the same. An agricultural shot. Here is Prince. The ball to White. Taps away. Waits for Prince. Prince, this delivery is White is hitting this one. 6 runs. That's the first 6 of the day. Ashley White.
Well,
Ashley White. Is it possible? Tony, is it possible? Are we going to see a super over? It is possible. 14. Super over. 14 runs needed. 3 balls. Super over? We think? No. It is a Prince. The ball to Ashley White. Ball to White. White is in the air. And this could be the game right here. Keeper takes it. White goes. Prince strikes again. Is that a 5-4? Oh, that's a 5-4 for Prince. Oh, Prince it is. It is Prince, the man. Prince, the man. Prince, the man. Doing it right here at the JRWP. He has he took the Digicel Superstars to 135. And when he took the ball, he pegged back the scoring, and then he started taking wickets. And the 6 outside, it's all but formality. Digicel Superstars taking this one home. So we remind you, following this game, that there is going to be a presentation to the man of the match from the finals of the APL. And we are seeing a board member in the person of Alkin Rogers. He's here. Prince has really done a tremendous job here, Tony. What you know, and it is what you would hope, you would wish, and you would want to see, that persons who would have gone overseas and come back here in Springs to bowl to Ferguson. Ferguson is hitting this one. It's in the air. It's going to run close to the fence. They've gone for one. Jacob Pearls is in hot pursuit. It's 1 run.
She said to Gidel and Ladell, I mean, how much guys can you have in one day? Oh, she said one.
So,
Black to get no man on the match.
it's going to be Miguel, who is going to face the final ball of final ball of this game. Digicel Superstars coming away with a superb victory. They looked down and out in the middle of their innings, but it was Prince who lifted them up and took it, walked his bat. Here is Prince, the ball to Miguel. Miguel is looking to swing this one. He's gotten his stumped off a wide. He stumped off a wide. That is not the game. He has been stumped. It's a wide delivery. And, but I did not right in the bat.
Why didn't that?
I didn't see right batting. I'm not sure if he had to leave, but it is very surprising. Very surprising that right didn't bat earlier. And so that's the game. They have decided to call the game. Digicel Superstars winning over the 6 outside by some
by 13 runs.
13 runs, by some 13 runs. And so we are going to close you off in just a while, but before we close you off here, we are going to have a presentation of to the man of the match from the Angola Premier League. We're going to see the presentation in just a few minutes. We have Alkins Rogers here. Alkins Rogers is here, and we are going to do the presentation. So, for those persons who would have joined our commentaries, it was a pleasure broadcasting the man Clyden Bryan, we know him as Doc, and the man Tony Fleming, the man Daddy Tone. Yours truly, the voice of choice, John Millington. It was truly a pleasure bringing you live coverage from the James Ronald Webster Park of this a closeout game of 2021. Digicel Superstars taking on the 6 outside. 6 outside looked threatening the halfway stage, Tony, but in the end it was the Digicel Superstars who really played like superstars, defending 135, with the man Demara Prince. No doubt of who is the man of the match for this game.
Yes, certainly the Digicel All-Stars when it mattered most, they did come up trumps in this encounter, and they really deserve to win this match. Prince being the outstanding player here this afternoon, really taking the Digicel All-Stars to the victory here. But really good match though. It was a very good match. Both teams played well. The 6 outside did challenge and really did challenge well, and they really put up a fight here for the trying to get as close as possible to win this match. But at the end, the better team on the day won this match, and we say kudos to the Digicel All-Stars. Want to say a big shout out to all of our sponsors, Class FM 92.9, DJ Hammer for this OBO live broadcast, the Charles and the folks with the live stream on YouTube, and the organizers, the Angular Cricket Association, the players for getting themselves together on such short notice and presenting themselves well here today to see the fruition of this game, Millington. Really a good game.
Really a good game. And again, Tony, as I said, cricket is not over until it's over. Cricket is a game of glorious uncertainty, and looking at both teams on paper, the Digicel Superstars, they looked a more formidable team than the 6 outside, but it wasn't so on the field of play today with the likes of Desmond Olivier really pegging back the scoring of the Digicel Superstars. The Digicel Superstars, they had a good start from Prince and Ashawn. Ashawn Hodge was just playing a supportive role because it was the man Prince who was dominating, taking the strike, and he was really dominating the bowlers. Well, he finished on some 87 runs from 66 balls faced. Really stroke-filled innings, and pleasant innings, and innings that you would really be pleased with. Sad that he didn't have the help that he would have needed from the other end. Nonetheless, they were able to amount some 135 runs. In the end, it was a very Prince who came back with the ball and did the damage, did the trick for the Digicel Superstars when it looked like the six outside were running away with the game at the halftime. Game in the balance, evenly poised. We remember at the end of the first innings, the Digicel Superstars would have gone into the break at the 10 overs with some 72 runs, losing 3 wickets. Well, the Sixers, the 6 outside, they went into the break at 64, but they had not lost any wicket. Well, after the break, it was the turn for Prince. Prince took the ball and he did the trick. He did the damage. He came away with some superb figures. We await those figures. But it was Prince who did the trick with both bat and ball for the Digicel Superstars. We are not going to leave you just yet. We are just waiting here for the presentation. The man of the APL finals, the player of the finals, is going to be the man Jadel Richardson. Jadel Richardson, the player of the finals. And we are awaiting that presentation. It's going to be done by Alkin Rogers. We're seeing Alkin Rogers, one of the board members. We're seeing the president of the Anguilla Cricket Association, Mrs. Ann Pauls, and another member of the board there, of the staff, that is Kathleen Hodge. She's there. And so we are awaiting the presentation. So again, it was truly a pleasure in bringing you live coverage from the JRWP on behalf of the man of Digicel, who ensured that this game was indeed a success. And the president of the Cricket Association, Mrs. Ann Pauls. pulling this one off. The 6 outsiders people, persons like Desmond Oliver being an integral part of operation. And we can't forget, indeed, our ever-present man, Hammer. Can't forget him at all. Hammer, Class FM, ever-present at our broadcast. And we are grateful to the man Bobby Blacks and putting the ground with the staff of the park. We are grateful. You know, we say kudos to them because with cricket not being played for a bit, and with the rain, the recent rains that we were getting, you said it was heavy rain, Tony. I'm not sure it was consistent or persistent for many days, for a couple of days. Well, we got rain, and so one would have feared that they didn't have enough time to prepare. But even though the rain was persistent for a couple of days, it was not as heavy, and so one day of sun dry out the wicket, and they were able to prepare the wicket that we saw here today.
Yeah, those ground staff needs to be commended. Like I said, I think this initiative was organized at very short notice, and to be able to pull it off to a level of this magnitude, we'll say kudos to all the organizers as well, and to the ground staff, Livingston, Clifton, Porty, Bobby Blacks, Jesse, and all the folks who really take care of this park. They were able to prepare a pitch that was, you know, equal to both bowlers and the batsmen. If you applied yourself and you would have bowled well, you would have gotten something out of this pitch, and you can tell the difference with the man Prince, the front runner here, both with bat and ball, really performing well. And all in all, we can say that it was an afternoon well spent right here at the James Donald Webster's Park with some live cricket, and we're looking forward to see much more cricket being played here at the James Donald Webster's Park. We're looking forward to the Cricket Association to be a little bit more active and proactive in whatever their plans are going forward in 2022, God willing. But a good initiative here this afternoon. I understand it's a fundraiser, and we want to say kudos to the organizers and to all the sponsors who are taking the time to really be here with us this afternoon. We say thanks to you. We do hope that we have done justice with our comments in trying to bring the live coverage of the game here to you through your television screen, by your transistor radio. We do hope that we have done some justice to you, and we're looking forward to doing this even more again in the future next year as well.
Yes, and so Tony, are you looking forward for APL number 2?
Well, APL number 1 was a great spectacle, somewhat of an anticlimax, but they could outshadowed all the bad that we would have had, and we are looking certainly forward for an even much better APL next year, God willing. And I do hope the organizers, all the board members of that entity will try to do and to up the inaugural IPL that we had this year, because we saw some really, really good cricket being played, competitive throughout, right down to the last game, and we can only look forward for that and more in the future, Millie.
Well, my fear for APL season 2, Tony, is that the tourism industry is back up and running, and so a number of our players work in that industry, and so my fear is that we are going to suffer the loss of quality.
And that's the reason why, you know, we are crying out for this part to be developed in such a way where we can have some night games. If we have the resources and the fields to really pull out something like that, because we saw what a spectacle it was. We've heard comments passing through and through with people from across the globe as to how they will enjoy the presentation and what's been presented to them. And so we can only hope that hopefully next year when they do decide to have it, that all the nuances that would hinder an even better performance will not raise its head in the second edition.
Well, indeed. So we are about to see the presentation of the play of the final, the APL final, that is. That was concluded earlier. And so it is going to be the man Alken Rogers who will be conducting the procedures as we see the players and supporters moving into the presentation area where the presentation will be taking place. All those in Radio Land.
Candice. Here. No? That's good enough. You have to come closer.
Hey. Other guys, these guys should come closer.
Then come closer. The only thing is that you may have to come at an angle.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Right here, right here.
Right there?
Guys, get the team line up properly. When you ready,
Yeah, have the music go down a little bit.
your choice.
I think it will go down.
I think it's okay.
No,
Yeah.
I'm going to put it
Tell him
down.
lower it down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let everybody hear what you're saying.
No one's gonna hear anything I'm saying because I'm talking.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, they're about to do the presentation, so keep the music low. You can play it, but keep it low. They're about to do the presentation. Who's going to be the man of the match? Who's going to be the winner? Blah, blah, blah. Who's going to get a 10,000 US? Blah, blah, blah. And all these things. Anyway, presentation over there. As we get ready for our DJ, you can play, but keep it low. That's right. Play for me and you and right here, that's it. Forget the rest.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because tell him use that camera so that
Okay.
you
All
think
right.
and he'll get part of you.
Okay. All right. Should I go? You good? I'm gonna go. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. Merry, happy Boxing Day. Congratulations to the Digicel Superstars for a great win. And thank you for the outsiders. But I'd like to make this an annual event, so let's do this again next year. And Digicel is very proud to sponsor cricket. And whatever we can do to get cricket back going, I'm here to support. With that being said, I'd like to congratulate Tamari Prince for being the man of the match. And congratulations, I've got a Samsung A21 for you on Wednesday when the office opens. You're welcome. All right, thank you guys. Now I'm going to hand this over to Alkins, who's got another award to give.
The mic open. That camera? Okay, good afternoon to all. First, let me thank the Angola Cricket Association and for continuing to keep cricket alive in Angola. Put your hands together for the work that she's doing. We all hope that cricket could be played every weekend here to entertain the people of Angola and far beyond. My role this evening is just to speak about a minute about the Angola Premier League, which we had last year and which we will have again coming up next year in February or so. So we will be meeting. We have already met with the officials, some sponsors. We're looking for more sponsors, but we have met with a number of persons and institutions. So we'll be coming out and we'll be speaking to teams about how the tournament will proceed and what the prizes, etc. will be. But for now, last year we had one prize that we were unable to present because the persons who were doing the award, they did not finish in time. And it was for the man of the finals. And it's so good to announce this evening that the man of the finals is no other than Mr. Jadel Richardson, who I don't have all the stats. I think Porter was somewhere here, but we just want to congratulate him, not only for what he did last year in the tournament, but for what he's doing for Angola in England. And we are just hoping that he will continue representing Angola so that the cricket in Angola could rise to a higher level. So Jadel, we want to thank you on behalf of the Angola Premier League. I want to personally thank you and hope that you go from strength to strength. I'll ask Kathleen, who will now present the trophy, the player of the finals for the first annual Angola Premier T20 Cricket Tournament, March 2021, to Mr. Jadel Richardson. Congrats, sir. Put your hands together for Mr. Jadel. Well, I think Jadel is going to have to say something to his team and his opponents.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to just say thanks to everyone for coming out today. It was a great game. I would say it's just something for a fundraiser, but the effort everyone put out today, it was tremendous.
Yes. Thank you, brother. Thanks to all. Again, put your hands together for Anne. She's doing a fantastic job. She's trying hard. And her son, Jacob, continue. Your mother is setting the trend. You have to follow. And congrats to all those who take part. The better team won, but cricket in the end was the winner. Oh, the better team didn't win. Okay. And again, we also want to thank all the supporters, and we know that cricket will go from strength to strength. Jacob, you're going to say something? Talk to us.
Guys, we're just going to keep the party going now. We're going to play some drinking games, support the bar. It's still a fundraiser at the end of the day. Huh? Let's go.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
The work is hard, but
Oh my God.
I've been at them, so.
Here you go, Millie. Microphone back to you. All
right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
This sponsor is Digicel.
Well, indeed, as we put a wrap on things here at the JRWP, we again must say thanks to Digicel and to the ACA, the Angola Cricket Association, in pulling off this game here today. It was a game that we saw the 6-0 side taking on the Digicel Superstars. The Digicel Superstars indeed totally coming away with the victory. And the 6-0 said, you know what, because you are the sponsor, we are going to give you the game. Well, it was the Mari Prince who made some 87 runs. And he came back with the ball, did the trick. When the 6-0 side batted, it was the two Deons. It was the Deon Williams and the Deon Burton, who had a really good start, a very good start, great start, setting a foundation to which they can launch from. Unfortunately, they were not able to. And so, in the end, they fell some 13 runs short of the total. However, it was a good game. It was a game that was cleanly competed, and as we said before, on paper, Tony, the team that looked better was Digicel Superstars. Nonetheless, the 6-0 side, they showed up. They came to the party when it needed, but in the end, they just couldn't make it.
Well, it was a good game of cricket, really, between both teams. And like I said, mentioned earlier on radio, we want to congratulate the organizers and say kudos and thank you to all the sponsors, all of our media personnel, Charles, who has been doing a wonderful job throughout these areas, throughout these parts, bringing live coverage across the airwaves, across the internet. And keenly contested match, both teams played well. When it was time for the 6-0 side to chase, they started off well, but I think the Digicel All-Stars had just a little bit more maybe cricketing brains amongst their squad and was able to do justice in defending the 135 runs that was scored that they put up. And I want to say kudos and congratulations to the Mari Prince as well. Like you mentioned earlier, he has been putting in great work in the nets on the field, and it really showed off and paid off here for him today, both with bat and ball. And not forget, he kept the wicket as well in the earlier portion of the game. So all in all, a good outing for him. All in all, a good outing for everyone who would have been here, and for those who are watching online. We do hope that you really enjoy the offerings that we brought to you here this afternoon via way of cricket match. We want to thank also Class FM for, as always, being online, on site, on board for bringing live coverage, and we look forward to being with them again and on this place at another time next year, God's willing, same time, same place. So, Millington, until then, yes, can't forget Caden as well, who has been so good at bringing you ball-by-ball coverage and comments on all formats of cricket here. We want to thank him for his presence here this afternoon. And again, we want to say a pleasant good evening to you, and we bid you the best of the rest of the season and a safe journey into 2022. And do have a pleasant evening. Until then, we go back to our camera crew and we sign off. Have a good evening, guys.
No. All right, we are out.